Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Getting stuff together, chat. Diablo 4. Diablo floor. Save. Okay, good there. Close that. Close that. Close that. Close that. We'll leave that going. This is full screen. All right, we'll bring up the camera soon. Everybody and their grandmother is watching this right now. I mean, because everybody's, wanting this. So, they said the first 15 to 20 minutes is going to be Diablo Immortal. And then after that, they will talk Diablo 4. He said it was a long stream. So I just decided to give myself like a half-ish day. So, um, so what we're going to end up doing, hi chat, is we're going to watch this live reaction and then we'll go back and I'm probably actually going to get a post-it note here. And I'm going to write down certain spots that I want to talk about afterwards. Make sure this pin works. Okay, it works. Okay. And then we can go back through and we'll give our thoughts of certain parts, but we'll live react as we go through this. They said the first 15 minutes is going to be Diablo Immortal, so. And I'll start recording once we get there. I'll put on the camera here in a minute. Actually, I'm going to grab some water, chat, and then I will. Oh, I love how they put Diablo. Look at that. 1996. I'm going to grab some water, chat. All right. Here we go. Let's do this. Actually, no. There we go. So this, I chat. There we go. And should be good. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're finally to get some season 1 deals, the release date. So I'm actually going to put in for time off that first week because it's going to be important to grind. Probably going to do Rogue. Rogue was the easiest and funnest to level, and I had the most fun with that class. I'm probably going to do Rogue. Unless they make some really crazy changes to Sork, which I did enjoy Sork, my second favorite. More than likely going to do Rogue as my seasonal character. I really enjoyed Rogue the most. And I do like it doesn't obviously have as much build diversity as, say, like a Druid. But, yeah. I'm really enjoying Lightning Shred, though. I don't know. Who sees? It depends on the notes, right? Like, I don't know if they're going to release any information about some of the changes or if it's just, like, some details. But we're going to find out shortly. I need to... What time? Hold on. In 10 minutes, I got to do something just real quick. And then another 15. And then, yeah. Look, everybody It's just Diablo 4, Diablo 4, Diablo 4, all of my fucking my For You followed channels on Twitch. It's hilarious. Minus like one like Co and one other person. The people basically who don't really play Diablo, so. Diablo. Woo, y'all are not ready, y'all. Y'all aren't ready. I don't think y'all are ready, chat. I don't think you're ready for the S1 details. Yeah, I'm probably going to use the rest of my PTO right before I do training in August for my job, and because I'll be full-time that whole month. But I'm definitely going to use my PTO right before that to grind that first week. I'm pretty sure I'm going to run Rogue. Rogue was the most fun. I don't know, but Lightning Shred is pretty fun right now. I'm just jamming through levels too because of how quick I can farm. It is dependent on the waxing gibbous though. I mean, it isn't dependent, but it makes the build, the power level that you get from that is so much. So yeah. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do. If you're coming back, welcome back. I'm kind of hopped up on coffee, y'all. Here we go. Everybody's watching. Oh, I need to probably start recording. Yeah, because we're T-minus about 2 minutes. I'll start recording once they change the screen. And then I'll just make a note of anything. Of anything I want to chat about, I'll just make a note of it on a little notepad here. Actually, can I put this here? Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Can I write on this? Let me see. Yeah, it's good enough. Okay. We'll write right here. I have a little notepad here. Yeah. T-minus 30 seconds. 29, 28, 27. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to count down that. Let's go, people. Y'all aren't ready? Where are we at? T-minus 15. Start recording. Welcome, everybody. Here we are. Season 1 reveal stream. This is going to be the stream where they do the release date. Some more details about Season 1. Hope you're going to enjoy this. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do. I'm going to be releasing this on YouTube later. This will be later on in the day that it released. I'll try to get this out as quickly as possible. But yeah, let's strap in. The first few minutes they said it was going to be about Diablo Immortal. Hello. So yeah, here we go. That's it. That was it, just straight over.
Hello. I'm going to do that every single time.
Hello.
Welcome.
That's hilarious.
To another Diablo developer update live stream. My name is Adam Fletcher. I am the community director for
Adam and Rod
Diablo
are the
franchise.
guys, man.
Got some wonderful people here. We just have Rod.
Why is a UX designer here?
Wonderful crew,
Oh, for Diablo Immortal.
He decided to insert himself as of yesterday. So,
what is the power? If you have power, you should use it whenever possible. And I've decided to. So
we have Rod here, who is, of course, the general manager of the Diablo
universe.
Universe.
Yeah.
I guess that's the best way.
All
to say
things Diablo.
Can't use the word franchise.
Pierre's not here now.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
And of course, we have Chris Leal
Lead UX designer on Immortal.
and Ryan Quinn.
Hi, I'm senior narrative designer on Immortal.
So we are actually starting off today's show with some Diablo Immortal conversations. Also, I do want to mention we're using new fancy mics today. We've been joking around, and I call them the Britney Spears mic.
Right.
Rod calls them the Janet Jackson mic.
Miss Jackson, if you're nasty.
Jackson.
It's because I'm older.
Rod, but is not wearing one
I
of
refuse.
them.
It doesn't take a genius to see the size of my head, and the ability to put that little wire around this size of noggin is impossible. So therefore, I've passed.
Disappointing. But he does have a really good impression of Britney Spears.
I am not doing it now. I am not doing it.
Okay, maybe we can get it out of him.
I'll knot my shirt later. It'll be good.
Maybe we can get it out of him during Q&A. If someone asked that question in Twitch chat, we'll make sure to bring that up during Q&A. And there you go. You're just on the spot, and you have to answer it. So
I think it's important that, like, last time you clarified what we were doing was the campfire, which is more of a casual, we're just kind of giving updates. You know, we just want to be able to talk to the community.
Yes.
This is more of a developer stream, so it's a bit more official.
Yes.
But one of the things we wanted to recognize too is that, like, as a family of games, There's lots of cool stuff happening within in Diablo, and so we don't always want to just be focused on just D4. Anytime there's something big or really interesting happening within Diablo, we want to be able to talk about it. I could imagine we're going to have a Season 29 conversation for Diablo 3 at some point in the future. And so one of the things we're going to do today was not just talk about, we are definitely going to talk about Season 1 on Diablo 4. And for some reason, Adam has structured this to be as tantric as possible. We'll get there, trust us, but it's going to take a minute. But what we really want to look at as well is we want to talk about we're going to talk a little bit about what's the preseason before we go.
I never played Diablo Immortal.
To
be fair,
today, because we actually have some news about today. Another tease, didn't mean that. And and then we want to talk a little bit about Diablo Immortal, because something pretty incredible is happening in Diablo Immortal, which is in nearly a decade we're having our first new Diablo character class is being revealed, and we wanted to reveal it here on this stream. So one of the great things about Blizzard
the new class
is
for Diablo
the
4.
SFD team, Story and Franchise, and Blizzard Video, and everything that they do around cinematics. And we thought, how could we introduce a new character class without having a kick-ass video to go with it? So without further ado, may we present to you the new Diablo character class coming to Diablo Immortal very, very soon.
And maybe Diablo 4? I'm just saying, this could be a little hint of it.
The darkness has always been with us.
Bruh.
And humanity is
Looks like Dante, bro. Bruh.
the darkness wants to consume you and all.
Oh, his eyes are turning red. His eyes are turning red.
But my kind claim its power and wield it in defiance.
It's a vampire class.
Humanity is right to fear the darkness, but I am a blood knight, and the darkness fears me.
Bro, what is that? Is that an ultimate? Because that looks dope. I don't play Diablo Immortal, but... Bruh. July 13th? Dude, that's like in a week.
And there we have it. The new class coming to Diablo and Diablo Immortal. It's the Blood Knight.
July 13th. That's
July 13th.
A little over a week away.
You notice how he said Diablo
Sounds like
and
there might have been
Diablo Immortal?
some encoding issues.
Exactly. Yeah, I know that some people are talking about there's a little bit of hitching on it and so forth. I will say that we actually do have that trailer that will be on a blog on DiabloImmortal.com immediately after the stream, so people can actually check it out. It'll be on YouTube along with all the details that we're about to talk about. We just like to get ahead of ourselves. That's all. But obviously, first new class to the Diablo universe in nearly 10 years.
I guarantee you they're running it in Immortal. I guarantee you they're running it in Immortal to test it before they release it into the 4. I guarantee you.
Give us a little bit of background regarding the Blood Knight.
Guarantee you.
Yeah, sure. So I think historically, when we released DI, we released it with these sort of 6 very, very familiar, very stalwart classes that all of us love, that many of us have been playing for decades. And it's great to kind of indulge in that nostalgia. It's great to get that dopamine hit of playing a classic. But after 6 classes, it left us with the opportunity to do something that felt really new.
This is what's going to come to 4.
To do a
Or some variation of this
class
Blood Knight
that's
is going to
kind
be
of
what's in 4.
monstrous.
Guarantee
It
you.
does things that our other dark classes, like the Necromancer, do. And so we're really stoked about the opportunity to release the Blood Knight on everybody.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I know. Like, obviously, everyone's kind of seeing the Blood Knight, and they're thinking, like, is this like vampiric in some sort of way, or like how does this fit in with the actual lore within Diablo?
Right. So the fine details are Blood Knights and vampires are intertwined. On Sanctuary, vampires are kind of like living plagues. They go from hunting ground to hunting ground, they kill people, they bite people, and sometimes people who they've bitten, they suffer this monstrous transformation. They start to devolve into what we call thralls, kind of like lesser vampiric beings, long teeth, hunger for blood, all that stuff. And a Blood Knight is a person who, through means of an ancient ritual, has that curse of thraldom arrested inside them, frozen essentially in place. They get some advantages, but they get some drawbacks too.
Dude, they look sick. They look fucking dope.
Well, their thraldom is essentially on pause. So basically what happens is a Blood Knight, also preternaturally strong and fast, can see in the dark, can smell blood from a mile away, doesn't age anymore, as you've seen in the concept art, very, very fancy. But on the flip side, you know, they have these blood red eyes, they have black veins in their face, makes people uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And
They look badass. I mean, come on. They look badass. I don't know what this dude's talking
more
about.
pivotally than that, you know, deep inside their soul, there is an abomination, a monstrous darkness that hungers for violence. And in order to tamp that down, in order to slow their transformation further, they have to perform a ritual. That keepsake that you saw in our cinematic character's right hand, the little thing on the chain.
Oh, the chain, yeah.
Yeah, that's basically their lifeline.
So a link to their past?
Yeah. It's got a memento within of the last place that they were kind of truly human.
Oh.
And so every morning, noon, and night, they're doing ablutions with this thing to hopefully continue to keep the darkness at bay. But you know,
Jeez.
it's a process.
Right.
The ritual, it's hearsay. You know, it's been passed down for hundreds of years. And
He's not doing a very.
basically
This
every
guy's
Blood
obviously
Knight,
nervous, but
you
he's
know,
doing a very bad job of
they
like trying to look at the
fail
camera. But
at
it might
some
be his
point.
first time
All
like on
Blood
camera.
Knights are doomed to one day succumb to their curse.
And they don't know if that's 1 day, 1 year, 1,000 years.
Could
They
be
don't know.
centuries,
Right, yeah.
They're very, very long lived. What they do know, and what they pledge on, is that they're going to use all of the time they have left
Dude, they look
to
sick.
push back the darkness. And ultimately, for them, since that is such an uncertain question, it's really about their inner sense of balance. Can I do enough good to make up for the evil that will rise when I'm gone?
Dang.
Yeah, I just wanted to give a shout out because we had the art up there earlier, and that art is gorgeous looking. At the same time, they're very pretty.
Yeah, they look dope. I mean, they look freaking cool. That is dope.
If you're going to turn into a monster, you'd want to stop.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna look like a monster, I want to look cool like that for
Gorgeous
real.
here, and then they turn into the abomination, which is really funny to see. So it's
Dude,
like a complete,
that's gonna be
like,
so sick.
opposite of what it is.
you
That'll
mentioned the
probably come out
abomination. I think
probably
you
what
saw
the first
you
expansion
saw
for
the Blood Knight turn
Diablo,
into this
probably a year
creature,
from now.
During that. So what actually is going on here? Like this is I guess Chris will talk eventually about like how an abomination comes to me, but this is basically them tapping into what's inside them to change form.
Yeah, they're letting the curse off the leash just a little bit. It's going to grant them extreme power in the short term.
This is a Bruce Banner Hulk thing.
Bruce
Yeah,
Banner
but
Hulk.
maybe there's a little anime teardrop there. Of like, do keep on
Right. Okay. Got it.
Awesome. Well, I know with the Blood Knight, obviously, like, it's new class. How does it fit, Chris, into the like a gameplay style? Like, what if you're playing at Blood Knight? What can you expect the style to be as a person that's actually jumping into Diablo?
Oh, he's wearing a Blood Knight
the
shirt.
Blood Knight is actually a melee hybrid class, meaning there's tons of up-close combat with polearms. However, they have a host of shadow and blood abilities they can use to manipulate the battlefield in their favor. I think the drawback of Blood Knights might be that players that start playing it might feel that their mobility is limited. However, they have tons of legendary essences to help them improve the ability to close the gap on enemies, as well as life
So
stealing
very,
abilities
very
to
high
sustain
melee
themselves in,
oriented.
the combat
So
sequences.
like Barb.
So like in combat more often, close combat, so they're essentially taking more damage, but then they have abilities themselves to actually essentially drain, as we can see, kind of like life from others, essentially replenish their life while they're in combat.
This,
Right.
the kebab attack, as I like to call it.
The skewer.
The skewer attack is my favorite thing right now. I was like, so what's happening there? We saw it in the trailer. We see it here as well, is where they're basically able to stab an enemy, smash it around like as if on the end of a hammer. So that's you're like Chris is like, yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah,
You
that
define
is
it.
it.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
But it actually has a stun as well, right? It's not just the attack on the one thing that you skewered. It actually it has an area effect.
Yeah, so the Blood Knight stabs their polearm forward into the closest enemy, then swings overhead the enemy and slams it into the ground, stunning everyone in a small AoE. And there are also legendary essences that let you lunge forward or actually leap to perform the slam.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's awesome.
And then I know, like, of course, with every class in Immortal, they all have different ultimates depending on their primary attack skills and so forth. Like, what kind of 2 different ultimates can we expect with the Blood Knight?
Yeah, I could talk a bit about the primary attacks. The first is Ravage. They're basically swinging their polearm around in a 3-hit combo. And right here is the ultimate, where they become a 5-hit combo with a stun at the end. And
Dual wielding polearms, that's I like.
It's pretty badass. Yeah, that's pretty dope.
And the other primary attack they have is called Shadow's Edge. It's quite a unique one. It's the first in Immortal where the in melee range, the Blood Knight will do a slash, and for enemies that are further away, they'll actually throw the dagger forward. And there are legendary essences that add damage over time or make the dagger ricochet.
Nice. So you can essentially
Attack from mid-range.
It's good room clear.
I was about to say
type of
mid-range,
abilities
yeah.
is what I'm hearing. So if you got a ton of mobs in front of you, especially if the daggers are ricocheting and you mentioned piercing and so forth with the ultimate and everything, you can essentially clear out whole rooms with that. So it's awesome to hear. I know, as you mentioned beforehand, tons of legendary essences and everything that are associated to kind of modify skills. I know, and we're even seeing here, this is like the abomination that we were talking about
So
beforehand.
why would I want to become the abomination? What do I get from that?
Yeah, so I'll talk about the Abomination a bit. The way it works is it is a transformative skill that requires defeating enemies to fill the bar, much like your ultimate.
Right.
However, it happens much more often, and it then transforms your entire skill bar into a new primary attack, followed by 2 specific skills, a Blood Rush, where the Blood Knight actually dashes forward in a ball of blood. And then there's a 3-hit combo attack where if on the last hit they fly into the air and slam the ground, stunning everyone. A lot of stuns.
Nice, that's awesome to see. I think with this update that's coming out on the 13th and the Blood Knight itself, and there are like even other components and that are kind of going to be coming with this actual update. Do you guys have any like additional information on?
Well, there's ways to play it, right? Like,
Yeah.
so the things that's really interesting. Like, this is, I think, having a new character class introduced on basically the anniversary of Diablo Immortal is really exciting. Like, it's a great way to celebrate 1 year that Immortal has been at. It's hard to believe it's already been a year. It's crazy. But so having a new character, but I've been like a whirlwind barbarian for a year now, and loving that. And so now I'm going to obviously, well, one of the great things about Immortal is that you can class change. So I can take my Paragon 500 Barbarian. I know that's not high. Thank you very much. I can take my Paragon 500 Barbarian and turn it into a Blood Knight. Yes. Because there's basically 3 ways. We have the player who's been playing for a year, like myself. We have the new player, and we have the test driver. Right, is the way to think about that. So maybe you can go through that.
Yeah, totally. So if you're brand new to Immortal and have never played before, you can play the Blood Knight right out of the gate, create a new character completely free, and start with the main story complete with custom Blood Knight VO lines for all of the main quests. And for players like Rod, who have been playing for a while and want to convert to this class, I'm happy to say that we've made some major improvements to class change. Strength and Intelligence will now convert properly.
I know, it's a huge request that a lot of people are asking for, yes.
Yes, it's going to be great. And also, players will be able to, during the event, change to the Blood Knight on a one-day cooldown, and also revert back infinitely. So if you
Ooh,
decide
that's
the
cool. I mean, I don't play
Blood Knight
Immortal.
one
I
night, you
won't
can
play
revert
Immortal,
the
but
day of, or if you want to try
it would probably be a good idea,
revert
honestly, to
back
try out the Blood Knight on Immortal, because
Awesome.
I'm
And
pretty sure
lastly,
that's
I
what
wanna
they're
talk
going to
about
introduce
the
in
Crimson
Diablo
Flame
4.
event.
Because
So,
if they're introducing
for
it into
Immortal players
Immortal,
that are
again,
familiar
I
with
guarantee you
Crimson
they're
Flame,
test driving it right now.
there
That's
will
what
be a
they're doing.
special
They're
Crimson
going to get
Flame
all this
event.
data
There'll be a
and
So
say,
for-
okay,
I think a
this
lot
is
of people
balanced,
don't
this is
know what
unbalanced. So
fractured
that
flame is.
that
What's
way,
the 5
by the
second
time they
version? What
release
is
it on
fractured
Diablo
flame?
4,
Fractured
they're
Flame
going to
is
have it
basically a
ready,
roguelike
like ready. You
inside
know what I
of
mean?
Immortal, where you're able to try out all of the skills and abilities.
I
and
love
build
coffee.
towards, 15 levels of defeating enemies just to try out different skills.
You basically start with a fresh class, and so you're taking your character. Like I have
Yeah,
a very
guarantee you that's what they're
specific
going to release
build
in the
with very
first expansion
specific
of
gear.
somehow,
But if I
and
wanna
that'll
go play
probably lead
Fractured
into
Flames, it's
more
just, oh, you're a barbarian,
vampiric
here's some
type
random
stuff.
skills. See how far you can get with this, and you build. up
Dude,
your
what if
gear
they
and
just
stuff
threw a
as you're
curveball?
playing through the
Blood
short
Knight
expansion.
coming season 1,
Exactly,
dude.
exactly.
And so
That would
now
be
for the Blood
insane.
Knight introduction, you've created Crimson Plains, which is a version of the same experience to go and test drive all the different Blood Knight skills.
Exactly. So you'll be able to try out different skills and legendary essences without actually committing to changing to the class. So just try it out, see if you like it, and if you do, there's always class change available.
Nice.
Nice, that's awesome to hear. So we have, and we have other things like I mentioned that are coming in this actual update. I know that,
dude. Dude, that's
for
gonna
any
look
new player that's
sick
coming in. Of course, they can create
on,
a Blood Knight, how we
on
mentioned
PC.
beforehand, customize it, and it's completely free. And then, of course, any existing character can do class changes if they want, or they can create a new character if they would like to do it that way as well. But I know we have like a new legendary gem that's going to be coming in this actual update as well. And then we even have
Bro.
just other like
Bruh.
items associated with
They look
this
sick.
specific patch
It's
that'll
a
be hitting
full
as
set
well.
of legendaries for the Blood
Exactly.
Knight too.
Yeah,
which is
and
great.
we're actually going to be listing out every single legendary
blog, yeah.
that is available for the Blood Knight on our blog immediately after the stream. So you guys can check out the cinematic trailer that we showed off for the Blood Knight earlier on that blog, and of course read all the details about what's coming in this update that is hitting on the 13th of July. So soon.
It's a week
crazy.
away.
We do. We're super stoked. The cinematic is amazing, by the way. I just want to like.
Why are you,
highlight.
for people who didn't get to see it in full frame rate, you're basically rubbing their noses right now.
Essentially, I'm like
Go watch it again, please.
See it in the Blizzard Cinematics team. Amazing team. That cinematic is great. Nothing like seeing blood splattered all over some stained glass.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Diablo. So, it makes perfect sense. It's great. But we are super stoked. So yeah, July 13th is when it's going to be coming out. And then, of course, again, check DiabloImmortal.com immediately after the stream. We'll have a blog up there for people to check out all the
Yeah,
details.
congratulations, guys, on the
Yep.
year. It's been an amazing year for Immortal. And I think people who
Yeah,
maybe tried
cash
it at
cow
launch
for them.
and haven't gone back to take a look at it.
Like, not even a cow, like,
basically
cow
every
level.
quarter we do major updates and really change the game. So the ability to craft set items, the ability to take your duplicate legendaries and turn that into a currency so that you can make your current legend, stronger, and the way that you do dungeons now, like and the tower, the clan play, like there's just so much else going on. So it's a free-to-play game. If you want to go check it out, just to see all the changes, like I said, there's been in a year. It's to me, it's a completely different game in the sense of the different ways that you can approach the
You know what's really great about Diablo Immortal, even though I don't play it, is
Hearing
again, it's a
the
good
fact
way
that you
for them to
fully
test
recorded
drive
all VO for the
stuff
Blood Knight,
before they
for
bring it
example,
live into like
I think
a
it'll be
retail
exciting to
game.
start over.
Yeah, it's about
So
2,000 lines
again,
in
I
total.
guarantee you that's why they're doing
Pairs
Blood Knight
of
first
really
into Immortal,
awesome voice
is to
actors.
test drive
Shot
it,
and
get an
Benjamin
idea, a scope
absolutely
of
killed it as the Blood Knight. It's
damage,
just pure
how they can make it better,
hotness
how can they
and
make things more
bloodlust and
streamlined.
action all the way
At
through.
least
Such
that's what it
interesting
makes
takes
sense in my
on
head. That's what's great about
I was
Immortal.
going to say the name of the villain, our Act 3 villain in Darkwood. Some interesting perspectives there. But yeah, I don't think there's ever really been a better time to re-roll, to start a new run through the main story.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys very much, and congratulations.
Thanks so much,
thank you.
Rod. We're stoked.
And we're going to be now switching over to D4 content. We're actually going to take like a really short break because we got to swap people in. This room is only so big, and we also need mics off of people and everything. But we're going to be swapping in into our Diablo 4 segment. So we'll see you here in a minute or so.
All right, cool. Quick little break. All right, I'm gonna grab some. I'm gonna put my cup up. I'll be right back. Wait, what is this? Wait. What is this? What is this? Wait, what is this? Oh, it's the trailer that they showed on. Okay, I've already seen this. Yeah, this cinematic was ridiculous. You got to give it to Blizzards. Their cinematics. Dope.
Day we fight true.
Day we fight through.
Holy name.
I don't know why that looks so bad. I don't know.
Blessed be the light.
Boy, my boy Inarius looking buff.
I have returned to hell
Yeah, yeah.
for you.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. More, please, more, please, more, please.
And we're back.
The awkward hello. You're supposed to go hello.
That's gonna be my intro
I'm
for
technically
everything.
not back.
Wait.
Well,
how
you
do I-
are technically back. I mean, you
I
were
mean,
in other streams and other times.
Correct.
I'm not back. I'm new.
Oh yes,
Yes.
Tim is new. Tim also has the best voice
Oh,
in
thank
the
you.
world.
Yeah. Wow.
So
It's really nice.
Tim is just gonna talk for the rest of the stream. And-
I didn't prepare for that at all.
Surprise.
Maybe you should actually introduce people.
Yes,
Or...
I will introduce people. We are now joined by our wonderful Diablo 4 developers. We have Tim Ismay. May introduce you.
Hello, Tim Ismay. I'm one of the lead producers on Diablo 4, specifically focused on seasons. I say that because if you ask me questions outside of the season's context, I have no idea what's going on.
And you said plural.
You said
Wait,
plural.
there's more than one
I
season.
was trying to build more than
than
one.
one.
There's gonna be more than one season. That's gonna be. We're revealing that.
Or that's job security right there.
I'm just asking for that.
Wait, we're supposed to be thinking about job security? Damn it.
And we have
Oh,
a
yeah.
familiar face.
Joey P.
Yes, I'm Joe Papora. I'm the associate game director for the live service, and I'm excited to talk about season 1 today. At last.
But first.
But first.
Oh, but first,
But
Adam
first,
has built everything possible to
we
talk
can't
about
start-
except the season.
right.
we can never start talking about seasons until we talk about something else first. But there are cool things to actually talk about.
Correct. We, obviously it's been a little over a month since Diablo 4's launched.
It's only been a month.
Is it? Well, if you
No,
include
but you're right. It is.
Yeah.
Like I always the amount of feedback we get about like, hey, this thing, and you're like, it's been like 5 weeks. Like
Exactly.
just a second.
Exactly.
So
It has been a month, a little bit more than a month, since Diablo 4 has
wait,
actually
how did you
launched.
guys get a season done in 4 weeks? That's incredible.
We started it well before the game. We actually released it.
dumb. They're so
So
dumb.
you
I don't wanna
started.
get
Dude,
into
Adam
the
is a
game.
jokester,
I don't wanna
bro.
get into everybody, but like we did
My
start
guy's-
before the game
my guy's a
launched to make sure
kidder.
we actually released
I thought you were just
something.
gonna say zombies are really easy to make, and so therefore it was.
Yeah,
Oh my
obviously,
God.
that's
Throw some zombies in.
Also, people are saying that your mic is low, Mr. Joey P.
My,
Oh, no.
my mic
Yeah,
is low.
so I don't
Okay,
know if
I'll bring it in a little
we'll
bit.
fix that. I promise. Live broadcast, everyone.
I
Live
can
broadcast.
project everybody.
Yeah,
That's
he
what's
can-
gonna take.
He can start screaming.
Just scream at everybody.
And you haven't seen
So I
Joey P
interrupted.
scream.
So you.
Sorry.
You're talking
Sorry.
about the 5 week. I was just shocked by the 5 week thing, but anyway.
Correct.
So yes, it's been 5
so
weeks.
obviously it's been 5 weeks since we launched. We've had numerous updates to
Yeah,
the game.
a lot of updates.
Fixes, patches. We actually had a campfire chat in between. where we talked about even a big update that was coming before season 1.
13-page.
Yes,
patch
13
notes?
page. Which people are like, well, that must have been like 14 font, double spaced. And I'm like, maybe it was, but it still was very big. It was like 11 pages on the actual site. But we've addressed a lot of feedback and everything related to the game. We still have more feedback that we're actually going to be addressing. And I will say that later this afternoon there is going to be another patch, time patch. Surprise, spoilers, or announcement. We will have patch 104. That's going to be hitting all platforms later this afternoon. There will be patch notes posted this afternoon. Very much not as chonky as 103, but it does address additional feedback and issues that people have been reporting over to us in the actual patch notes.
Come on, put you on the spot.
Funny enough, did I actually have this printed out?
I don't think you can say that 1.04 is coming this afternoon and not give an example of something we're fixing in 104.
I know that they are actually doing a gameplay fix in regards to, or a gameplay adjustment to Helltide Chess, so that Helltide Chess will now actually drop unique items.
Yeah, have the chance to drop unique items, but yes.
Sorry.
Oh, that's huge. No, that is huge. Give you even more reason to farm. Let's go.
So that's okay. That sounds stupid for me as the GM to go like, I thought they already could drop uniques with Helltide Chess, so I was mistaken there.
Yeah. It's so there are some content types that the rewards are not dropping like unique items from it. So like like Whisper bounty caches, for example, don't have a chance to drop unique items when you turn in for those.
Didn't know that either.
Yeah, but I think that there's opportunities for us to continue to like try to expose this more as we talk about these things moving forward.
Nice, that's huge.
This is an opportunity now. We want to make sure that when players are trying to target farm for certain kinds of uniques for their builds they need to grab in order to bring those things online, that those Whisper caches really can be used as a way to, not Whisper caches, the tortured gifts you can get from the Helltides events. Those are really good opportunities to go and try to go for those.
And that's this afternoon. So once 104 goes out, once your uniques can drop.
Helltide's about to be popping.
That's right. That's this afternoon.
Yep, and
Helltide's going to be
popping.
popping.
Like we've mentioned, I think many times already in this stream, we have been getting a lot of feedback related to bugs, issues, or even just like general gameplay feedback. And it's something that the team has been reading through and getting through. And those are things that obviously we're addressing as we get through all these different updates in the future and everything.
We're building a big backlog. Like this is the thing I was making the joke about. They started before, like seasons started before we launched, just to try to set expectations. Like we're moving as fast as we can, but we have to move also safely, because if we move too fast, we can kind of vibrate the game out of stability. And so we're trying to be as reactive as we can, but in a safe way, and knowing we have a large backlog of season 1 was already well in flight, and season 2 is also very much well in flight. And so we're trying to make those adjustments. So
I had to log off for work.
Please don't take the
lack
of instantaneous response as in we don't hear you. We hear you. We hear about, I want to lock my inventory. We hear you about all the different types of things that you're giving us feedback on, and we appreciate that feedback, and we're doing our best to address it as quickly and as safely as possible. So,
dude, this game is they have
just trying to manage expectations.
And I know Blizzard knows this. This has the opportunity to be like the banger for the next
this is a game
years, years.
We're going to support for years to come. This is a foundation of, we said the launch was the beginning, not the end. And so we're going to be continuing to support this game through many seasons and through expansions and what have you.
I mean, they're in season 29 coming up on Diablo 3. That's bonkers, bro.
And work through our backlog to get to those items that we know that you care about.
And I do want to note that we're, as we were in preseason, we were obviously shooting out a lot of updates really quickly, and this is something we talked about a little bit on the campfire chat, but we are going to get into a more systematic way of being able to update the game, so it's not just going to be like ad hoc, hey guys, what a new client patch type of thing, unless there's an emergency. But yeah, people start to find a more some familiarity with how we actually update the game around seasons and client patches that may occur, whether they are in between or only on seasons and so forth. So we'll have that actually communicated out, and people then know what to expect going forward when we do have different updates or different patches that actually do
I think it's really important.
This actually looks better on Twitch.
Now talked about things we did in the preseason We've made a number of changes on the balance side. We've responded to a lot of player feedback. We've got 1.04 coming out later on this afternoon. What do the people want to hear about?
Season 1. So we're actually now going to talk about. No, I'm just kidding. But we do want to talk about season 1. Season 1 is coming, and we actually have a really cool trailer to show off before we jump into it. So hit it, Rich and Matt.
All right, it might be sped up just a tiny bit, but
I am writing to you because although a great evil is receding from Sanctuary, a new festering curse now spreads corruption across the land.
yeah, this looks way better on Twitch.
More dangerous, more malignant than I could have imagined.
Oh,
I have found a way to stop this plague. To rip the dark power of these monsters from their very core and turn it to our advantage in destroying them.
interesting.
But I cannot do this alone. My allies have fallen. My strength is dwindling. The Malignant are relentless and without mercy. I need help. I need you.
Season of the Malignant. Let's go, baby. We got an official title.
And there we have it. The first season of Diablo 4 coming out on July 20th.
20th.
The season of the Malignant.
When is that?
Lots to talk about there. Lots to talk about there. So we're actually going to jump into it. No, I'm just kidding. But obviously, a lot of people want to know what's going on. You know, we even teased it on social media yesterday, where something was corrupting Sanctuary. I guess Tim, Joe, like explain to us what's going on now.
So season 1, the season of the Malignant. So our very, very first season in the game is going to basically take place after the events of Diablo 4. So after the redacted and the redacted have happened and the player has finished redacting the redacted, once all that's out of the way, that's when things are really going to kick off in the world of Sanctuary, kind of step off from that point. And there is a new threat that's basically emerged in Sanctuary. There's this malignance, there's this corruption that's begun to spread throughout like the hearts of the creatures throughout the world, and that's everything from like beasts to humans to demons themselves, everything in between. Can be corrupted by this malignance as beginning to take root and fester inside inside people. And it's basically kind of like it's changing them. Right, it's turning them into these bloodthirsty fiends. Effectively, they're going out and trying to destroy everything. And it's threatening Sanctuary at a very, very, very high level. The player is going to come across a new character that they're going to introduce to over the course of the season, named Cormund, who we actually saw in the trailer there. Cormund is there he is. Cormund is an ex member of the Cathedral of Light. He used to be a priest of the Cathedral of Light. And he's taken it upon himself to start trying to dive deeper into this new malignant threat that's risen over the course of these days following the events of Diablo 4's main campaign. But he's finding himself maybe a little out of his depth. You say
so.
Like, what do you think?
So he's seeking help from us, basically.
He's trying to fix the problem on his own, and then I think when he's not 100% successful, he comes to the player and says, "Hey, you were really helpful in the past. Could I get a hand from you?" So that's kind of where things start.
Yeah, he's very. I think that you'll find like he's a person. Everything in the room is on fire, but he's sitting there like, "I can fix it. You know, we can find a way to solve this, right?" But he's a great new character that the player get introduced over the course of the season. But that's really just where things kick off. You know, and players will start the season of Malignant actually in Kyovashad. And they're going to gain access to like the beginning of the story of the season pretty much right away. You know, so you're able to start off right at level 1, like jumping out of the gate and be able to start like following the thread of this new season storyline.
Cool.
And we're going to talk about the transition from the current Eternal Realm into the season afterwards. We're going to get through the season information first.
Yeah.
Well, then I know people are really curious about what happens to my current character. How do I think about that transition? But we'll get to that after we get through the season details.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. So that's the kind of like the high level, like what's happening in the
That's
world
the
of Sanctuary.
theme, right?
That's the
We
theme,
have a
yeah.
seasonal theme with a seasonal story, but like, what about the mechanic? On top of the theme, there's usually the seasonal mechanics. So what's the mechanics that we're looking at?
We're trying to add more stuff to seasons that appeal to everything that a player does in Diablo 4. So we are adding story, the elements of what you're going to find out about what is actually happening to Sanctuary, but then we want things that are new challenges for the player, things that you can fight that maybe you haven't fought before, as well as new powers, things that you can build your character in a different way, a different direction than maybe you did in any previous season, or in this case, in the preseason when you had just the Eternal Realm. So hitting all of those notes, we're starting with a mechanic around the threat. So what is the threat? The Malignant. We've been talking about it a lot. Where does the Malignant actually show up? That actually shows up throughout the entire game. Yep. When you're playing in the world of Sanctuary, anytime you encounter any elite monster, there's a chance that it will spawn as a malignant version of that monster. So that malignant version is going to have these growths on it and some additional power. After you kill it, a heart will actually appear, the exposed malignant heart that was causing this. If you then interact with that heart by using a Cage of Binding, it now starts a ritual where it's pulling all the malignants in and a new, even more powerful version of that malignant spawn.
Yep.
Why would you want this? How does this help you? Well, if you can manage to beat that even more powerful version where you see these other minions are now helping it, these other malignant creatures, now it drops the caged heart. You've actually put all of that malignant power into this cage that is an item that you can use that is kind of like a gem. It's like a gem in the sense that you can socket it into gear. It is very much not like a gem in the sense that it has an enormous amount of power. Think of a legendary item, the kind of power that's in there. It's like that, maybe even a little bit more than that. So you can take these malignant hearts, you can socket them into your jewelry, and that gives you these kind of stupid new broken builds that are hopefully
Dude, that sounds awesome. Dude, that sounds awesome.
So these are new options of how you can play the game.
Yeah, so this is really, really cool, right? So one of the things we really want to do with each season, to Tim's point, is we want to make sure that we're providing new ways for players to engage with Diablo 4, new problems for them to solve, new ways for them to customize their characters and kind of do new cool stuff.
Right.
And that's what Malignant Hearts and the powers associated with Malignant Hearts really allow us to do. So one of these things, so yes, you can take a Malignant Heart that you've managed to collect from one of the consumed that you managed to kill, one of these super malignant creatures that you've killed this way, and you can socket them into your gear. We have over 30. We have 32 new. I'm not gonna say like over 30. We have 32 new malignant powers.
32.
Technically,
Cage heart.
it's 32. So we have 32 new malignant powers are going out this way. These are new legendary power-like abilities. You can see this one here. Critical
Look in the
strikes,
jewelry. It has
electrical
different
charge,
slots.
Creatures for a certain amount of damage. So these like there's a lot of really powerful things like this that you'll be able to kind of like interact with over the course of time. But each of the malignant hearts you're collecting are actually like a category. They're associated with a color. So if like brutal hearts, for example, or like have a blue color to them, and they'll only go in infested sockets you'll find on rings and jewelry during the season of the malignant of a matching color.
I see.
So when you're hunting for when you're finding new amulets and rings or gambling at the Opal's vendor, whatever it is you want to do, you're kind of looking for specific socket colors.
Or if you're getting a unique ring from the new Helltide chest rewards as you're playing from the one.
That's right. If you happen to luck out and get Mother's Embrace because you need another Mother's Embrace,
one will never
He
do.
knows. He knows the RNG is dumb on that.
So there's 3 different types of color sockets, yes?
There's 3 different types of colored sockets, but there's 4 different types of malignant hearts.
Yes. Go on.
Well, okay, I guess I will. So the last malignant heart type is called basically a wrathful. It's an extremely powerful malignant heart type. They're very, very rare to find. They will fit in any colored socket as you go. And you kind of want a combination of all of these. So even though the Wrathfuls are pretty strong, you're really only looking to probably have like 1 or 2 of these based on what you might actually need for your build, over the course of time. So it's fun, really want to be able to experiment with, again, creating these different problems for players to solve, different ways for players to engage with things, and really change up that experience by virtue of adding these new powers. They're going to unlock different builds potentially for classes, to Tim's point, and just basically be like a really fun, exciting new way for players to kind of inject new power into the experience.
But you're looking for so can the jeweler, when the jeweler right now can add a socket to, a piece of jewelry, are they able to add colored sockets, or are those
So
only
you can't
found?
choose the color, but anytime a ring would roll with a socket from, when the season of Malignant starts, it's always going to have a color associated with it. There's not like, you couldn't get like just a regular jewel
But
socket
even,
anymore.
a jeweler created one. Like if I have a ring with no socket, when I do the jeweler, it'll be colored.
It'll always be colored. Yeah,
so
it'll
even if
always
you
be an
don't do that,
infested socket in this way.
Got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
But that's true for unique. So if I'm looking for a unique, I have a unique ring like you talked about, but I want the blue version. I could find a unique with the red socket, and I could find it with a yellow socket. So I'm looking for blue. So there'll
you
be
might be able-
multiple versions of the uniques as well, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, fun.
So
new stuff to look forward
more
to. That's just-
RNG
that's-
built
we
into
showed in
that.
the video earlier, like the player fighting a malignant creature. You know, there's a chance for, as Tim pointed out, like there's a chance for all kinds of elites out there in the world to be malignant in nature, which makes them a little bit more powerful. But then when you kill them and you go and you actually use the Cage of Binding to capture their heart, then you fight that super consume, the consume version. It's like that's gonna be like buffing nearby monsters. It spawns a bigger combat in that scene. There's more to look forward to, and those get tougher and tougher. And you want to fight higher and higher level versions of those in higher world tiers to get even better versions of those hearts.
Yeah, so you can get stronger versions of the hearts as you get further into the game, and you might be thinking like, okay, does that mean like the old, like the crappy hearts that I got earlier, are those useless? You can actually break those down at the crafter as well to get a crafting material out of them that allows you to craft new items, including invokers. So invokers are something that you can use a little bit further on once you finish the campaign of Season 1. You will unlock the ability to go and use these at a specific place called a Malignant Tunnel. So if you are
By the way,
trying to...
that's also the name of my colonoscopy.
And,
It's a serious thing when you're over 50.
This is-
You should know
and
that.
this- and this is
That
when
is a good point.
mute
So if you have a
my-
malignant tunnel, you should get yourself checked out.
So in the world of Sanctuary, when we
Jesus
say
Christ.
Malignant Tunnel, we mean, hey, I'm a player and I actually want to get more of these hearts, but it's just a random chance on elites out in the world. Where can I intentionally find more of them? There are these malignant tunnels. So there are actually places across the world where the malignance is manifesting in these new dungeons. So if you specifically want to go find more malignant hearts, you can
Just go to
hunt
these
down
specific
tunnels,
ones,
you
yeah.
go in and hey, there are more malignant there. So there's a higher chance of finding malignant monsters there. And if you want to guarantee it, man, I really need a very specific type of malignant heart. How do I make that even more likely? That's when you take your crafted invoker, you go all the way to the end of a malignant tunnel, and you can use it on a malignant outgrowth. When you use it on that outgrowth, it now spawns that specific type of malignant that's going to have the color associated with it of the heart you're trying to find. You kill that, and you're going to get the specific heart. So there's a little bit more targeted farming you can do.
That's cool.
The end game of,
That's
of
nice.
Season 1.
Actually, I have like, if go to the C video, it will be able to show you the going into an evoker event where you can go in and sort of, which I've heard called the turkey baster from hell, basically is what an invoker
Turkey
looks like.
baster from.
kind of-
Whoa, that's cool.
It wasn't the,
Invoke the
like, art
malignant, use an
direction.
invoker on
Yeah,
an
that's where we
outgrowth.
ended up.
Nice.
Yeah, at the end of these Malignant
Oh,
tunnels,
look, you have the
you'll find
choice,
that there are
yeah.
These masses of malignants that you're able to go and interact with, and each of the
That's the
tunnels
one we
has
wanna watch.
a few different ones that can potentially spawn different colors of malignant outgrowth that can spawn from those. So it gives you those opportunities to go and like really target farm, as Tim's pointed out, like certain kinds of malignant hearts. As
Nice.
the players progressing through the experience.
Dude, season one's gonna be
So when
bang
we show,
banger.
like, you were just showing it.
Technical
Yeah, show the
issue.
one you were just showing because that was
Okay.
the invoker event. So basically, there's a growth. You get to the end of the tunnel. There's a you're able to basically, essentially, you're requesting a monster of a particular color. Yes, you're saying like I want a blue heart, a chance to get a blue heart by trying to defeat the blue monster. Yes.
That's right, and some of these, are, like particularly later on in the experience, like the most powerful hearts you can get are going to be delivered from things like these invoker encounters that we can go and interact with. So yeah, something we're very excited about.
So basically, they use an invoker on the one of the pods.
That's right, yeah, the outgrowths from this malignant mass.
Which then creates a blue monster for you to fight. You have to take that down, which will then. So does this one go through the same mechanic where I have to kill it, try to capture heart to kill
Yeah,
the harder thing?
when this thing pops up, after you kill this one, you don't actually have to capture it. You're fighting the powerful version of it like immediately.
So it's already the second tier of it. Okay.
That's right.
So that's nice. So it's kind of a little like the sigil crafting, where you basically, I've got a bunch of stuff I'm not using right now.
That's
I
cool.
can craft it down.
That's
so that I can
smart.
focus. What
Dude, these seasons are
malignant
gonna be
hearts I want.
bangers,
Maybe my
y'all.
build, I
For
know
real.
I want a brutal heart, but I haven't running into any blue malignants out there in the world. So now I can go into a malignant tunnel, fight my way to the end, have an opportunity to use the Invoker to create a blue Malignant to go after its heart. Yeah,
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Rogers called it out.
And I know,
So I'll probably take off that whole day on
Summarize.
Thursday, and then I'll probably take off that
I will
Monday
take
so I can have
everything
4
you
days
said
off in a row,
into
and
two
then just be
sentences.
grinding those days.
And I know, like, obviously with the story and so forth, there are like new, like a new boss and so forth
Yeah, there's
associated
new, but
with
we're
it.
not really talking about
We're
the
not
boss
that
too much today, but, like, yes,
redacted,
there's,
but yes.
It's worth calling out. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is worth calling.
there's new boss monster for players to fight over the course of the season. There are
A new boss.
legendary items for players to collect this season.
Correct.
There's
Yes.
there's our legendary powers, I should say, for players
Yes.
to collect. There's new unique items for players to collect.
Now those new unique legendaries and the unique uniques.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks for that. Those are not just in the seasonal realm, though, right? Are those things that are also showing up in the eternal?
That's right. Those will also show up in the Eternal Realm. So yeah,
Exactly.
if you're a player who's like really trying to continue to progress your character in the Eternal Realm, there's now a few new items for you to go try to hunt for and use to kind of augment and change your build.
This is the moment where I can do the producer thing.
Okay, yeah,
So
please.
Oh, yeah.
you probably saw before on the screen when we looked at the cinematic, it was awesome. And in the end, we said July 20th. Oh my God, there it is, the day it's coming out. We are actually putting out the patch a little bit earlier. So just for awareness, so everyone knows, you're going to see your game patching on July 18th. That is all of the stuff coming to you that is going to turn on July 20th.
Balance changes, the new items.
Yeah. So July 18th is actually anything that shows up on the Eternal Realm is there right away. If you just want to continue playing the game as normal on your existing characters or a new Eternal character if you want, July 18th, the new legendaries and uniques that they were just talking about will be available to you on the Eternal Realm, as well as any other improvements, balance changes, rewards changes that we've made. Those will be there right away on July 18th. July 20th, the season turns on. You can now create seasonal characters.
The thing is, like going back to managing expectations, I think one of the things we've been trying to be really clear about with seasons is that it is not a continuation of the main campaign storyline. Like we've been trying to use phrases like it's a new quest line. Working with Corman to solve the Malignant is a big, is obviously the journey you're on, but it's not about the Anarius Lilith journey. It's not extending that story. It's sort of a side story inside the open world. Is
Yeah,
that
it just
fair?
takes place after the events of Diablo 4. But you're absolutely right. This is a new self-contained story within the season of Malignant, which is great because it just gives us it affords us a lot of opportunities to tell an exciting story and to create like these new big features to kind of go along with that and support it.
So as I'm playing through that now, it would be amazing if there was some way to sort of track my accomplishments through the season. I don't know, maybe some sort of journey perhaps
so you
would
want
be
to track,
really...
you want to track your seasonal journey through some kind of feature.
Is that, I don't know if I could tee that up any higher. We went from golf to
Yeah, went from golf to T-ball really fast, no, absolutely. So this is obviously with season 1 where we're going to bring out the season journey feature, which I know we've talked a little bit about on stream before, but I guess it's worth maybe calling out and maybe a little bit more clarity.
Hey, look, it's this, but
It's
without
non-redacted. Yeah, it's not redacted on any of it.
So this is
no top secret.
Yeah, so this is the battle pass introducing as part of season 1, and then going into here you'll see the season journey, and again, so the season journey is separated into 7 chapters. And like these major chapters, and each of those chapters has a number of objectives inside each of them in order to allow you to progress that chapter.
And you don't have to do all of them?
You don't have to do all of them. You have to do a subset of them in order to advance to the next chapter. So I think it's really cool. So like objective to objective, you're going to be earning favor drops, which can be used to fuel your battle pass, which we'll talk about a little bit more in a minute. But you're also, for your chapter completion moments,
It's getting stormy outside, y'all.
Favor that's going to be used like an experience point value for your battle pass. But you're also going to be getting some like item rewards, and importantly, you're going to be unlocking new legendary aspects, ones that you can't normally get through the Codex of Power, through like dungeon completion, and also many of our new legendary aspects we're adding in the season. If you're playing in the seasonal realm, you can collect that for your Codex of Power by going to the season journey. So it's a great way for you to introduce yourself to some of these new things as you're kind of playing through.
Yeah, I love this. Like one of the things that's hard about, for people who know Diablo 3 and its sort of journey.
Hold on, wait. Do you love this?
I love this.
Oh, that actually feels really good to hear.
That is nice.
The notion around, like, I like the fact that the subset aspect of it, because I know there are certain things. I'll pick a stupid example. It's like maybe I hate sellers for some reason. I'm a seller hater. And so I never want to complete a seller. Then the fact that I can advance chapter 1 to go to chapter 2 without ever doing what we're
That is nice.
I think that's great, because that's like, I find you get into situations. I have other games where they're like, you must do this thing that you really don't want to do in order to progress. And the fact that I don't have to do that. here, that I
Gambit
can
for
choose
Destiny.
A subset of things to continue my progress, I think is really smart.
Yeah, I think it's really good to hear. It's one of the things we really want to do is make sure that like the base example of this is like we really like letting players use our fields of hatred as opportunities to kind of like progress their characters instead of the season. But we don't, and we want to include that
Which
in
is
the
the
season
PvP
journey,
fields,
which is the PvP content in the game. But we don't want to make that like a requirement that you must go do this content in order to progress your season journey. We want to give players the option to do this if they choose.
One thing I do want to call out here as well with the season journey, and I think you're going to call it out in some other places, is that it can be confusing to players initially that you go to this Battle Pass screen, you click on the season journey button. Do I have to buy the Battle Pass to get this? No. Everyone has access to the season journey. This is a base feature that everybody is engaging with. Actually, everybody has access to the Battle Pass too. You're engaging with, even if you never pay a cent, you are engaging with the Battle Pass. You're getting free stuff.
In the seasonal realm.
In the seasonal realm.
Yes,
Ron has always reminded me to say that. In the seasonal realm, this stuff exists. There is no season journey if you're not in the season. That's very important. It only exists there. There's no Battle Pass if you're not in the season.
Right.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. So yeah, that's essentially the way the season journey works. Those final objectives, those final chapters are really, really tough to complete. You can get some like special like cosmetics, like special like title and things towards the end of that path. So we're excited to see players like engage with it and for us to continue to support it in future seasons.
And so we saw that the season journey grants you a lot of favor to go towards your battle pass, but you also earn favor just out in the world killing stuff. And
that's right. Anything that's like killing monsters, completing like whispers and dungeons and things, like all of these things will be earning you favor as you kind of play through the season.
Right.
So anything that's getting you experience points is your chance to get you.
Dude, those armor sets
So
look fucking sick.
If you have never played the campaign yet, like you're about to buy the game for the first time with the season, for example.
Right.
I'll be like, okay, I'm going to roll a seasonal character. I'm going to play the campaign. The fact that while I'm playing the campaign, I'm killing stuff, and I'm still earning favor. Like this.
That is pretty dope for people who don't want to pay for it.
I just won't run into any Malignant until I finish the campaign.
That's absolutely right. But you will, as you play, if you make a new character, to your point, Rod, on the seasonal realm, and you're playing through the campaign, you will be earning favor as you're killing monsters and doing things during the campaign.
Cool.
But a lot of those, and you can also progress your season journey, but some of those objectives might require you to go and interact with season features that aren't available until after you finish the events of the Diablo 4 main campaign.
And that's probably one of the big things to be clear about. I know we're going to talk about the transition later, but in terms of getting access to the mechanic, the idea of talking to Corpsmen, capturing malignant hearts, having rings with colored socket or jewelry with colored sockets, that stuff all takes place post-campaign.
That's correct.
And so if you haven't beat the king yet, you're not going to run into these seasonal mechanics.
Yeah, you won't fight malignant creatures, for example, while you're going through the campaign on the seasonal realm, but you will shortly thereafter. So one of the things you can do, and I know we're going to talk about this, and we keep saying we're going to talk about this, and then we talk about it anyway. But like, one of the things you can do to get ready for the season is to make sure you finish your campaign playthrough. Diablo 4, jump in. You can choose to skip campaign when you make your new seasonal character, and dive right into the seasonal story and content immediately.
And that's forevermore. That's one thing we tried to say is that once you complete the campaign on one character on your account,
one character, one
for every
time.
season moving forward, for any character you create moving forward, you can skip campaign and start off in Kyovashad level 1 off. Well, and you know,
not always Kyovashad, but yes.
Is that the only thing that we can be doing to prepare for
we should
season
get to
one?
we should get to the battle pass. So the favor, so you have favor flowing because you're playing the game.
You're playing the game because you're doing your season journey objectives. You're getting even
and
more.
I was going to say you're getting more, and the favor is really flowing because I'm completing the season journey objectives, and so that favor is feeding into your progress on the battle pass. Whether you've chosen to just have the free battle pass or whether you've chosen to upgrade it to a premium battle pass, correct?
That's absolutely correct.
So can we go back to the screen because I think it's one of the things. What we highlight here is part of the thing is kind of we use the term. Why would I want to complete the battle pass? One of the reasons you would want to complete the battle pass is you could look like this.
Yeah.
And by completing the battle pass in terms of the mount,
Which looks
armor,
freaking sick.
the
Even the horse armor.
And so.
So one of the things that's really cool.
Dude, that's
about
dope looking.
in the battle pass. There are these really exciting
it's a special horse too
for the characters. There are
the eyes
to go chase for different classes. And we have even things like the like what we're showing off here, like the artisan's tunic. We have some things that are like these. And this is actually one of our free cosmetics. Actually, is this the things are like a little bit lower fantasy that we can use to kind of like role play different kind of themes out for your characters. Just more options. And we have like our bigger stuff like this. Like this is like the Awoken Cold Iron stuff. Is like some of like the real chase armor cosmetics exist at the end of the battle pass.
Well, Destiny,
the things that,
it was nice knowing you.
Notice either the role playing armor like the artisan tunic or the helmet is that one of the big things about the Battle Pass is that unlike the shop, the Battle Pass, all of the cosmetics are class agnostic. So why we have a preview for all 5 classes, so you can see what it looks like on a Barbarian, what it looks like on a Druid, what it looks
That's
like
cool.
on a Necromancer. and those
Smart.
sorts of things.
That's
So
very smart.
One of the nice things
Instead
about
of
the
class
Battle Pass is
specific,
everything you're
that
earning on
actually
the
makes it
Battle Pass,
easier
yeah,
too
class
for the
agnostic.
armors.
Yeah,
You just
those
make the
class-
one
those
set.
are
That's
the
smart.
transmogs.
That's
The
really
exception is
smart.
the transmog weapons. There are transmog weapons on there that are class specific, just because classes
Can only use
certain
specific,
weapons.
yeah.
So if your class can equip that weapon, then you have access to it.
Cool.
Just to reinforce, I think it was already expressed, but there are lots of free things on the Battle Pass. If you pay to upgrade it to the premium Battle Pass, what you're gaining access to are a bunch of additional cosmetic things.
Yeah.
So the only thing you're getting access to by paying is that additional cosmetic unlock. So there's really, really cool stuff, some on the early end, and then especially on the tail end of it, that's what you're buying into. But the free version,
Keep going. I'm getting ready to transition.
the free version
I know where I want to go after you.
still has some very cool unlocks. And anything related to, well, you wanted to talk more about blessings, right?
Well, that's what they're saying with the free side. Like, so we were saying there's 27 free
Yeah.
tiers in the Battle Pass, and part of those 27 free tiers are smoldering ashes that you can get based on the level you are in the game,
Yep.
and that you've progressed with favor. And what do those smoldering ashes get you?
So these smoldering ashes the player will collect at the Battle Pass are, as you called out, like they're on the free track of the Battle Pass. You need to be you have a character of a certain level in order to be able to actually use them. So they're kind of like they're rate limited that way. We'll take those and you'll be able to use those and apply them to the seasonal blessings system.
Right.
And
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
okay, we can actually finally reveal all of these. So here are the places where, as the player's collecting these ashes, they can invest them here to give.
Yeah,
all
the
of
Earn 'em
the
Malignants,
characters
I think,
on
is
the
what
seasonal
most people are
realm,
gonna wanna do there.
kind of like this advantage able to carry through.
I don't know, that
Whether
elixir
that
one's
is
pretty
like,
good.
Bonus to like XP earned from monster kills, like we call out here, or things like boosting the duration of all elixirs that you're using over the course of the season.
Right, and you can looks like, I'm assuming that, I don't know if it's linear or not, but if I would assume it was linear, I can do it 4 times at 15%, so like 60% duration on elixirs, in terms of that particular, the earn of prolonging.
That's right. Yeah, we want to make this just be an extra little fun little thing for players to chase as they're going through the season to kind of help them like boost their characters a little bit more quickly.
So
as
XP
they
is going to
kind
be
of
the
move
one
deeper
off the
into
bat,
progression of the
obviously,
season.
just to
Give
get
them
level
a
up faster. So what?
advantage to players
3,
while
6,
they're going
9,
through.
12% max
If I were to max
plus
out
the
my smoldering ashes,
plus the elixir. So you
Earn
got what,
prolonging is where I wanna
17%
invest my
boost?
smoldering
That's going to be
ashes.
pretty good.
I
Plus
can
the
basically
nightmare
take my
dungeon
30-minute
boost.
elixir and make it almost a 50-minute elixir. So getting that 5% XP boost.
So I'll probably
and
take
for
off that
me, it's
Thursday,
the
do a
extra
half
100
day
forms and the 200 armor.
Friday and Saturday, and then
okay,
take
that-
off
that's
Monday.
Yeah, and give you boosts like
So I
getting
have-
opportunities to
I'll
earn,
have
or better Malignant heart
14
drops
hours. Let me
you
see,
as your
5. That'll
And
give
these
me
are available
9.
to everyone because
And the
who's in the
4.
seasonal realm
Yeah,
because
I can do
it's part
that.
of the
I
free
could. Yeah,
trial.
that's what I'll do.
And they are limited based on. They're also limited based on level of the player, so that even if someone were to use tier skips, even though they might get to the tier that says free
You unlock
smoldering
an ash,
ashes,
it might require-
it doesn't actually unlock until you get to the level requirement.
Yeah, for like for example, like the first ash that you unlock in the Battle Pass is I think it's tier 8 maybe.
Tier 8,
Yeah,
yeah.
and it has a level 40 character requirement as an example. Just to make it really, really clear, like you will be able to use this in time, but immediately like you need to continue to progress your character and like continue to level up, and then you'll be able to use that accordingly.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can kind of do my little summary thing. So basically, what we said, so we have a seasonal theme of the Malignant, which has the mechanic of capturing Malignant hearts and putting it into jewelry. We use that to complete our season's journey. Our season journey is rewarding us favor. Our favor, we're then putting into the Battle Pass to get really cool cosmetics and transmogs, but also based on our level and our tier in the Battle Pass, we'll get Smoldering Ashes. We can use those Smoldering Ashes to apply a Season's Blessing, which allows us to use those urns and get sort of perks for during just this season that we've unlocked.
That's correct.
So the free person's experience, if you never want to pay a cent, you are still getting a lot of power out of the season journey and the free aspect, the free unlocks on the Battle Pass. So this is kind of an increase in power for everybody. And then if you want to spend money, just reinforcing that, that's unlocking more cosmetics.
Cosmetics.
And don't get me wrong, like they're amazing cosmetics. I am planning to pay to unlock them myself. But there's no power that comes from them. They are transmogs. They are not actual items. It's just a transmog you can place on your armor to look cool. They don't actually cause things to light on fire.
Yeah, it's just reinforcing what we had talked about before, like even before launch and so forth, is that the Battle Pass itself, anything that, if you do pay for a Battle Pass, all the paid items are going to be cosmetics and for you. It's no pay for power.
And if you bought the Deluxe or the Ultimate Edition, you already will have an ability to make that a premium Battle Pass. It still doesn't. So That's great for them. So then let's talk a little bit about the transitional side of it in terms of how I go into this or what happens. So there's a couple of different things. There's like, one is like there's a need. So there's a question. I guess we should talk about renown. Like one of the big things that we hear the most about is, hey, I spent a lot of time, and I know I did too. I completed all my renown objectives.
Yeah, it's time consuming. I spent 11 hours one day doing it. 11.
I have to reroll my character in season. Do I have to go find all the altars of Lilith? Do I have to go all clear the fog of war again?
Yeah, so I know we've talked about this in stream before, but it definitely bears repeating. So like when season 1 goes live, players are going to be able to go basically carry over like all of the fog of war that they've cleared. So everything, all the world they've explored on their characters in each of the zones, like in the Fractured Peaks and Scotsland and such. All of that's going to carry over, as well as all of the renown you have earned from all of that, all of the exploration.
So can we bring up the screen? So basically where we see areas discovered, let's say I've actually, we'll say this is this person. So right now they've got 30 areas discovered, which is worth 150 renown.
Right.
So what's going to happen is in the season, I'm going to have 30 areas clear inside of Kyrgyzstan, and I will have 150 renown already in the bank. And it will have unlocked whatever 150 renown will have unlocked.
Absolutely right. Yep, absolutely right. So you're going to have that, and you're also going to have already collected all of your altars of Lilith that you've got from your
Let's go.
So the same thing here. So I will have 12 will be appearing on my map immediately, and I will have 120 renown in the bank with my other 100. So I'll have.
I'm glad I did that on my sorcerer. Like I have everything unlocked. Maybe I should do that over the weekend. I should do my sorcerer and unlock the last 5 dungeons. I think I only have 5 dungeons to do.
From discovering all of the areas and from getting all of your altars of Lilith.
But I already maxed out all my
each of the zones,
renown.
Basically. Through the first 2 tiers, a little of the way through the 3rd tier for each of the zones for renown. So you get to start with, like, if you start at level 1 on day 1 of the new season with a brand new character, you'll start, and you've done all of this work with your previous characters and previous playthroughs. You'll have 5 skill points to play with, and then 5 extra potion charges. So you'll be at sitting at 9 potion charges.
At level 1, you'll have 5 skill points and 9 potions ready to go.
Absolutely. You claim those things down, you're good to go for the season.
And your map reveal.
And your map reveal. So that goes back to what Tim was teeing up earlier. When we think about, hey, I'm excited about the season, I want to prepare for it. I've got, what is it? It's the 6th today?
So 14 days, 2 weeks.
Yeah, so I have 14 days.
14
I have
days.
2 weeks. What should I be doing in these next 2 weeks? And so one was I better get the campaign done because I really want to
complete the campaign,
fight the Malignant. But now, like, if you had places to go to, like, dig deep on clearing the fog and dig deep on finding the altars, because those are going to carry into the season.
Well, I'm good on altars. I completed all the flog on my sorcerer.
How do I think about?
I need to do the last 5
I've
dungeons
got
of
5, 6 alts. You know, my characters right now in the Eternal Realm. We're talking about carrying over progress based on your. How do I ensure that the progress, like the most progress character, it actually
that's a good question.
My seasonal character.
That's a good question. That's what I'm wondering.
It's a great question. For various technical implementation reasons, we do actually need you to log in on existing characters to kind of self-migrate some of your data with this. So this is something that we implemented based on player feedback that we got. So we put it in as quickly as we could. It is in for season 1, but what we need you to do, once season 1 comes out, actually once the patch comes out, you don't even have to wait until July 20th. You can do this on July 18th, which is when the patch goes live. You should log in with characters that have the most progress. If you have a single character you've played, or if you have one character that, hey, on this one character I unlocked all the altars and cleared all the fog.
That's my Sork.
Awesome. You just have to log in with that person. When you log in with that character, all of that progress is going to be propagated across your entire account. It'll be saved as, hey, this is just unlocked for your whole account now. At that point, any character you log on, either one of your existing alts or any new character you make in seasons will now have all
Let's
of that
go,
progress.
baby. That's
once,
a W. That's a huge W.
Saved to your account. And just to reinforce, the experience you're going to have if you have unlocked all of these things, it takes a little bit of work, but if you've unlocked all of that, when you start that new seasonal character, wow, is that a lot of power. You are going to level pretty fast, because extra 5 skill points, extra 5 potions, you are ridiculously overpowered when you first start playing. Like, that is a lot of extra power.
It will accelerate you a little bit as you start.
And because that is a big caveat, like, we will be reminding everyone. I'm going to be, like, literally screaming it from the rooftops. I know we will be posting it in our patch notes on that come out for the patch on the 18th, just to remind people that yes, log into your characters beforehand. Even if you log in, like if you jump into the season later on, you can log into those characters with the most amount of progress.
Well, that's
and so forth.
that's the two things we should, because there'll probably be questions. But one is, I don't do that for whatever. I go on vacation. I'm not playing. I come back. The season started. I can still log in my Eternal Realm character and have all that progress brought to the season. Yes.
Yes.
Even after the season started. So it's not like, oh, you only have 18 to 20
Exactly.
to get it those 2 days.
It's there forever. Functionally, from this point forward, anytime you ever log in on a character, it will just check like, hey, does this character have any progress that's not already credited on your account? Cool, I'm now crediting it to your account.
Beautiful.
And so and that's for the seasonal. So if I think about the Eternal Realm, like for example, my Necromancer has everything. I've got the full bar on Renown on all 5. Not humble bragging. That's a point of fact.
Humble bragging.
Not humble bragging.
Absolutely.
So for the next 5 minutes, we're going to talk about
So
this.
let's talk about how good my Necromancer is. No, what all I'm saying is I have a Sork that has not had the same level of progress in the world. So after the 18th, when I log in my Necro and all that progress gets put to my account, when I go to log in my Sork next, even on the Eternal Realm, my Sork will now have all the progress that my Necro
Correct.
has.
Absolutely. That's exactly right.
That's
So
dope.
let's say like just
W. That's a huge
So let's say
W.
that you've got,
I know,
you've got 2 different
we
characters.
should do some sort of
you've
dev
got-
stream where we can talk and go deep.
That's true, actually, yeah. So let's say you've got like 2 characters you play. Like one has done everything in the Fractured Peaks, has uncovered everything in the Fractured Peaks, and has uncovered like all of the altars level both. You get another character who's gotten everything in Scott's Glen, who's unlocked like all the Fog of War, has found all the altars Lilith. If I log in on my Fractured Peaks character, and just by doing that, all of that credit will now be transferred to my Scott's Glen character. When I log into my Scott's Glen character, all of that credit will be applied to my Fractured
Dude,
Peaks
that's so
character.
dope. So it's just
At that
collectively
point,
getting the
all of
data.
credit of the
That's
progress of
dope.
either of those
Huge
characters
W.
has
That
been
is a
propagated to the
huge
entirety of my
W.
account.
Right. So
Huge
it's given
W.
a
It's
hand.
not just like and. It's not like the
I'm
one
glad I took a
account
half
that
day
has the
today.
most
This is
stuff,
dope.
and I want to log into that one. No, you want to log into every account that might have like
That's a
tons of
huge W.
progress that they've made in different directions.
Huge
Right.
W.
And I think to just again, hey, let's talk about managing expectations. Some of you might be saying like, "Wow, that sounds a little clunky," and I think the point.
No,
that
dude,
Tim
that's
was trying to make was,
easy. That's
hey,
fantastic.
prior to season 1, we had actually talked about that you wouldn't have any renown progress carryover. You would have to go find the altars of Lilith. You would have to go clear the Fog of War. Like the original plan when launching the game, or prior to launching the game, the original plan that there was no transition of state from Eternal
Dude,
Realms
that
to
no,
Season
that
1
is not
as
clunky.
part of it.
Rod,
And
that
so
is,
hearing the
you're
player
being
feedback
nice.
as we talked about
That is not
seasons and
clunky.
hearing the
That is
response we
huge.
got about
If all I have to do is
went
log
back
into
to
my
the
Sork
launches
and
again,
get
what, I have
everything,
to find out, clear the
bruh,
map
W.
again,
All day
and
W.
wanting to make sure that we were listening to the players.
Yeah.
We
Huge
put in
W.
a system that
Huge
allows us
W.
to do that, but is not the most smoothest, most sophisticated, because we were doing it under very tight time constraints as quickly as possible.
Hey, did you want it done?
Yeah.
Did you want it done?
It's
The answer is
I'm
yes.
just
you want it
saying,
done.
I'm just saying, like that wasn't the design from the start was not to do this,
Right.
log in a character on the 18th and make it pass.
Yeah.
That's what we had to do to make it happen for season 1.
And this was based off of, obviously player feedback that we had gotten since launch. So this is us implementing it quickly to
Thank
address,
you.
The feedback that you guys have
That's
been
a thank
giving.
you.
And then on top of that,
That's
like
a huge
shout
thank
out for
you.
our engineers for getting this all implemented before
Much
we
like-
actually jump into the season.
Much like
so-
the Nightmare Dungeon teleport,
Exactly.
like miracles can happen and very quickly. So
A lot
Yeah,
of
that's
them
a
actually end up
huge
with us
thank
going
you.
to an engineer
Like,
asking
for real.
how long it would take to do it, and the first answer is to do it right.
First
And
answer
that's
is they
a very big
cry.
number.
Yeah.
And then there's like, okay, well, what about to make it work right now? And always, if you told me you wanted to do this X months ago, I could have done it way easier because we implemented it completely differently. So yeah, we make it work, but sometimes the fact that you have to log in to get the progress propagated.
That's easy, dude.
We would have made
That's
it
easy.
a smoother version if we knew months ago.
All right,
but-
look, all right. Like, zoom in on me. Zoom in on me.
Come closer.
Let's do that. Okay, it's not going to happen. There it is. Okay, yeah, all right. It's a live game. We know we need to it's a live game. We know we are looking at trying to make improvements based on the feedback that we're getting from players. We're playing the game ourselves, and we're kind of seeing how everything is really feeling as it's all coming together with a giant audience of players playing and enjoying the game. We want to make sure that we are making the right changes as quickly as we can for the community. Some of those things are a lot harder than others. But like all the feedback, like Adam, you called out some things really early on at the program, like we're hearing feedback about this and this, and like inventory space. We talked about gems last time and things we want to do there. We're trying to move very quickly in a lot of these things. Some of them are a lot more challenging technically to do than others, but we are rapidly moving on as many changes as we can because we are.
Dude, this
making
makes me more
every
excited
best
for the game.
version of Diablo 4 possible in the fastest time frame that we can to deliver to the player base because we're players too. We also want the same things. So just know that we're working hard. We care deeply. We love our engineers and our designers and our producers and the staff been helping with all the hotfix and everything else. We are trying to make sure that we are delivering a really, really high quality experience to players on a regular basis.
That's fantastic,
So
man.
just stick with us.
That
Keep giving us
huge
feedback.
W.
We're going to keep making adjustments as we go between seasons and other updates.
I can attest that whenever Joe would like to make a change based on feedback he's seen from reading it wherever he reads it, the first version is always, can we do this immediately? That is always the first question. Hey, let's get this in eventually. When it makes sense and when it's comfortable. No, it's always, could we do this right now? Is it possible for us to do this right now?
Well,
I want to
that's
move
the first version.
I want to move the
we
Overton window where I just expect everything to be done in 6 seconds.
But this is the thing about about doing it safely. I think one of the sort of the junior mistakes some people can make is this idea of time is only what it takes to implement, and it's not. It's time is also what it takes to test and make sure that it's robust and stable. And so that's one of the things that when you look at we have a follow the sun QA organization around the world, and that's what allows us to do, I don't know, we're up to 15, 16 hot fixes or more now.
Yeah.
And our big client patches is that ability of not only can we get we have some heroic engineers who can turn stuff around very quickly, but we're also have some.
That's awesome. I know he apologized for it being clunky, but bro, that is huge W. I wouldn't even say that's a small price to pay. That's easy to do. Log in, boom, you're done.
Season 1, season of the Malignant.
Yes. It's finally here.
Yes.
I'm waiting to reveal this for a long time.
And, in 2 weeks, and again, like Tim
it's
had
not
mentioned,
technically here for you all, but soon, very soon.
As Tim had mentioned, we will have a patch on the 18th for Diablo 4 that will contain all the changes that will be coming in with Season 1.
Yep.
If Tiffany Watt were here, who was on our campfire chat before,
Yep.
she categorized our 103 patch as chonky.
Right.
I will categorize in Tiffany Watt's words
The technical
as
term, yeah.
super chonky for Season 1. It actually is our largest, or chonkster, as Tim called it. I think we were chonkers. So we're going to pull up the Wikipedia entry and actually the history of chonkers.
Chonkers.
But it is very big. So we will have notes up for that. And again, players can prepare for Season 1 by completing the campaign for sure.
Do the campaign,
and making
clear the
sure,
fog of war.
clear fog of war, discover the map.
So
and of course,
18th, everybody make sure and log in with your best
lots
character.
to come for Diablo 4, and then again we also have just more improvements that will be in that patch. What class our balance changes to bug fixes to you name it. I can go on.
Shit, we might go
even,
full
some
degenerate and do
reward
a
changes
midnight
coming,
stream of that, y'all.
For some Nightmare and Helltide related activities as well, some endgame activities, because I've been hearing some feedback regarding hey, it would be great if we can get maybe better rewards with some of these activities, and so I know some of those changes are coming in that actual update as well. But I know we want to do Q&A.
We do.
Yeah.
And this is a live stream, by the way.
Yeah.
So I know we get sometimes people are like, I don't know if this is live. No, this is totally live. So we're actually going to be bringing in, we're actually going to kick off Rod because we're done with him. No, I'm just kidding. Rod is actually just
I'm actually going to go and annoy you from the side.
I know. It's the worst. Rod's going to jump over here. We're actually going to bring back in Chris and Ryan from the Immortal team. Who will be jumping in here.
I think you're supposed to open that chair. I didn't do my job.
I
didn't do my job.
Rod had one job and failed to do it.
I failed to open the chair.
So we're going to bring these guys in. I know we have questions queued up from different people in Twitch chat. So if you guys have questions, of course, feel free to drop in questions.
Chris
and everything.
is not quite in. You need to switch clearly.
Oh, I need to scooch too
Scooch a
because
little
I think
bit over.
I'm
I think
like,
we need to scooch a little bit more.
Live television.
we're scooching live.
And we're scooching, last scooching, ladies and
So
gentlemen.
here's the problem. We also the
Like all
production
kinds of
team hates me.
cables beneath us.
I want to give a shout out to our production group behind here because I literally go like, oh, we're only gonna have 2 people, and then we continue to add people, and then Rod wanted to be in it yesterday. So now suddenly we're up to 20 people, and this room can't hold this many people. So I apologize. They are angels, and they deal with me. But we do have some questions, and I will be kind of going back and forth in between both of them. But we do. Oh, perfect. We do have some questions up here. Someone's also calling me, which is awful at this time. Quick question. Any updates around, this is for D4 specifically, any updates around respecting characters?
Yeah, so right now I think that there's a few different concerns we're hearing from the community. There's the general cost of respecting characters, and then there is at various stages of the game. And then there is the actual experience of respecting a character, particularly when you're deeper into the Paragon system.
Yeah,
Like
that is terrible.
So we have longer term plans on the user experience side, like on the menu side. Things we want to do to improve the flow of allowing players to respect their characters. These are things we're actively investigating. We have designs for things we're looking to add into seasons in the future, but we don't have a date that we're committing to today for that. And in terms of the actual price of that, we're evaluating things on like the gold economy, and we're taking a look at like what players are doing on a regular basis. We're not making any fundamental structural changes to today at this time, but we are, because we're satisfied with where things feel like in the 150. One thing we will be adding though is as part of seasons, there is now a new reward that you can collect as you're going through the season journey at the end of each season, called the Scroll of Amnesia. Which, once you collect a Scroll of Amnesia, you can use that one time to basically reset the entirety of a character all in one go for no gold cost at all. So these are going to be like pretty fun things to bring back with you to the Eternal Realm, or use for future playthroughs, or for that character or another character. So we want to make sure that we're like slowly adding a few of these as the players progressing through the experience, kind of make that a little bit easier for players to go through.
And that Scroll of Amnesia is everything. It's all your skills, all your Paragon, everything goes to zero.
Yeah.
Awesome. For Immortal, we have a question from, I'm reading everyone's names, 8 Miles West. How much will the Blood Knight cost? I know we covered this early on, but if you guys want to reiterate.
The Blood Knight will cost nothing. The Blood Knight is free.
It's
Hell
free.
yeah,
So
that's
if
dope.
you're a new Immortal player, or you're a existing Immortal player, you can literally jump in, start playing the Blood Knight on day one, which is on July 13th. So, and of course, you can play through the campaign, and we had mentioned that it has essentially custom VO and everything associated with it.
That's right.
For D4, I should be more prepared with these.
That's usually
That's
a
usually-
safe statement all the time. Is
We
you
have,
should be
we
more
have
prepared.
Rob judging me off screen right now, and I'm just like, awesome.
Perfect.
Little side story real quick. So we have a thing in design called design armor, where like as you're about to like talk about an idea with someone, you're like, this might be a really bad idea, but and that's you putting up your shield saying, this is my design armor. Saying, I know that this might be really, really bad, but we're talking about it anyway. So yes, I should probably be more prepared, but here we go. That's your design armor.
Question from Fig Lorna.
You committed to saying the names.
I know I did.
We don't want anyone to suggest that these are not real questions.
Yeah, from Fig Lorna. Will seasonal mechanics be added to the Eternal Realm after the season ends? I think that's something we didn't actually clarify fairly well.
That is a great question that actually gets asked internally as well a lot. Like, hey, this is awesome. Are we going to keep it around forever? Initially, no. Like, initially, the version of the Malignant mechanics that you're seeing are not planned to show up in the Eternal Realm. However, we are reserving the right as developers that if we see something cool and we think, wow, this is just fantastic, this should just be part of the game, that we will just make it part of the game. So it is absolutely an option. Some mechanics you might see in future seasons might be that way right away. We might be planning that, hey, this will show up in Eternal Realm right away. Others will evaluate them as we play them and then see if this is working really well. This is something that we want to integrate with the Eternal version of the game.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I want to stay on this just 1 second longer. That's not to suggest that we're not going to be, as part of the seasons, intentionally using those update opportunities to create content for the base game, like stuff that will persist beyond the end of the season. But we really do want to hone in on the idea that we're like, Malignant Hearts are very powerful, as we talked about before. They're really, really cool. They're very exciting. We can't add something exciting like that every season if it's expected to all last, because the game's going to be a complete mess.
Right.
So we're not going to do that. What we would end up needing to do is all of those things would be extremely incremental in terms of what they offered to the players over the course of time. And it would make the game extraordinarily dense in terms of what the players expected to do on a regular basis.
And to understand.
We know that there's opportunities to extend things like add more endgame features. We know that there's more content that we want to add to the game in general that like everybody's going to need forever, and we're going to be looking at those opportunities as we go. But things like Malignant Hearts, we don't want to have something of that size in Season 1, then add something of similar size in Season 2, and then Season 3 and Season 4, because the game is going to get extremely dense and difficult for players to really navigate. We want to be able to like take these things away, introduce new ideas, but having known what worked really, really well with Malignant Hearts and what stuff we could maybe have improved upon, we get to take all those ideas forward.
It's also part of the cool factor of the season is that when you're going in, these Malignant Hearts It's there for the season. So even let's take a player that, let's say, doesn't like to play alts except of the same class. I just love playing Barbarian, and I have 3 different Barbarians already on Eternal because it's
if you're
the
a big
perfect
rogue
class.
player and all you play is rogues and all you do is build rogues.
There might be a lot of those too. But let's say a Barbarian, that's my hypothetical, I'm sticking with it. So I'm a Barbarian lover and I've made all these Barbarians. Season 1 is still an exciting time to make a new Barbarian because we have all of these new Malignant powers that allow you to make radically new builds that are completely different from Barbarians you played in the past. Your end game is going to be very different. So that excitement goes away if we just say like, oh, all of these powers just exist in the game forever. The whole idea is that no, every season is a fresh new experience that gives you builds that did not exist previously. So the idea is some of that stuff is always designed to go away.
Yeah.
So Joe, I mean, one of the things.
This is Rod off camera speaking.
Rod off camera. Hey,
yeah.
voice
Right.
guy. Joe,
Yes.
maybe speak to the fact that everybody starts at the same place of the season as one of the benefits, so that people aren't like a year behind when they go to play season 4.
Yeah, that's an important part of this as well. One of the reasons we really like the idea of letting players start back fresh and have like an economy reset, players really jumping back in the experience at level 1 with characters, is it allows us to focus on making sure the entirety of that journey is really engaging and exciting for players to go through. And we want to make sure, like by the end of the first session, for example, like you're getting exposed to like the new features and content available that we're introducing in that season. That everything feels like it's balanced in such a way that players can really enjoy the new things that we're adding in the way that they're kind of intelligently mixed with the rest of the features in the game itself. So that we think of that experience is part of what makes it.
So basically, the hearts won't carry over, is what they're saying, because it would be too strong. Yeah, because then power creep would be really crazy.
With regards to like the way that we decided to conduct our efforts in seasons for Diablo 4, we think this is a really like the prime example of the way that we can make this work.
But I wanted you to hit on the point, the fact that if somebody buys the game.
Yeah. They're not like fundamentally behind.
Yeah, if somebody,
before.
like, I'm gonna mess with the camera people. Can you? Yeah. You can't even do it, can you? You can't even get there. All we can do is I can just have my talking and stuff. Oh, hey, what's going on? The notion of the thing that we're talking about is that we want, again, the game is a live service. The game's gonna live for years. We want somebody who buys the game a year from now to not feel like they're a year behind when it comes to. So one of the benefits of seasons is, in season 4. On day 1, you and I are both level 1. I bought it that day. You have owned the game for a year. We're in the same place. We can play together and have fun together. And so as opposed to everybody from this moment on is now falling behind, seasons allows us to have that fresh start for everybody, right?
That's cool.
That's actually, I could have put it better myself. That serves as a really, really good opportunity for us to make sure that players have a starting point together when you want to come in a little bit later into the game experience. If you've taken a season or 2 off because something else came out, we want to make sure that it feels like, the most important thing for us in seasons, like kind of going off script in a different way now, is that like when you're playing seasons and you're playing Diablo 4, you're having a great time. And when you've reached all the goals and done the things that you think are really, really important, and you want to go like take a break to go play something else for a little while, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. We do the same thing.
You don't fall behind.
But when a season rolls and there's new things for you to come check out, that's a great time to come back. Particularly if you had a good time playing before. That's exactly when you should come back and check out Diablo 4 fresh.
Smart.
Okay, I'm out. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll be honest. When the next WoW expansion comes out, there's a non-zero chance that I'm going to play WoW for a while. But it's great to know there's a point that I can come back to Diablo 4 and everybody's on an even footing. Yeah.
Question here from Jeffrey Allen, and didn't specify the D4 or DI, so I'm actually going to ask both because I think this is relevant to both. Also,
why do you have a new mic?
I actually don't know. But yeah. 2 mics, guys. I'm very.
I'm too mic Adam.
You have me in stereo. Can you say which cosmetics will be transferring between characters? So for instance, like for Diablo Immortal, we'll ask this specifically for Diablo Immortal, and then we'll talk about Diablo 4. But in regards to transferring cosmetics, like if you ended up buying a cosmetic in Diablo Immortal, does that actually also appear on the Blood Knight?
So cosmetics purchased prior to the Blood Knight's release will not be retroactive. However, the what was the Mother's Lament set?
Hatred's Heritage.
Hatred's Heritage will be available for the Blood Knight.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. So going forward, there will be now new cosmetics available for the Blood Knight, just as they are for all the other classes in Immortal. And then I guess for D4, will cosmetics be transferring to seasons, and will they need to be reobtained? I know this was like a question that we get a lot from people in regards to transmogs, and if you salvage specific stuff, how does that work between characters from Eternal and Seasonal realms?
Yeah, I believe that's all transferring over with you when you go into the new season. And obviously, every cosmetic set that you're purchasing via the store and via the Battle Pass, that stuff also is going to be carrying over with you.
Yes, if you ever unlock anything, your whole account has access to it forever, is the current functionality.
Nice.
I shouldn't say it that way. It sounds like we're going to change it.
Yeah, don't use the word forever.
That is.
Let's see. Nightmare. This is from Kincho Kimo. This is Nightmare teleport was great, but why can't we just teleport right into dungeons rather than just to the entrance? So this one I think is interesting because Nightmare, we obviously incorporated the teleport here in 103. It was another thing that we had talked about where it was community feedback that we had gotten, and the team jumped on it really quickly to implement it in a specific way. We have been seeing a lot of feedback in regards to players having to teleport outside of dungeons and kind of go through like a couple load screens. It was a quick, I know, implementation from the team and everything. So I know it's something that we've been hearing from our side, and it's something that we're going to be looking at more here in the future for optimizing and making sure that we can implement and maybe in a better way from some of the features that we've been just kind of adding in really quickly. On Immortal, we have. Was there some sort of Castlevania inspiration with the Blood Knight? Looking very similar to some popular characters from that franchise. Very pretty vampire-ish people, but not vampires.
I think we discovered Adam's kink, by the way.
We can turn off Rod's mic now, so that's all we need to do. But yeah, was there any inspiration kind of thrown with the Blood Knight?
I think, when you're working with a tropic idea in fantasy like vampires, you take inspiration from all over. The spear thing puts us in mind of Vlad the Impaler. The aesthetic, you've already talked about some potential references, but I think for us is as much like what we take out as what we leave in. We don't want the Blood Knight to feel like a grab bag of all vampiric myths. They are very specifically grotesque, blood, shadow, knightly weapons oriented, and so there were things like turning into mist, like turning into wolves, etc., that we immediately said, hey, these need to be off the table. And so in that regard, I think there's a lot of familiar that we're channeling, but there's also like a very dialed in identity for the class.
Awesome.
Everybody knows that it's necromancers that turn into mist.
Let's see. In regards to Diablo 4, we have. Will you guys be nerfing or buffing in the middle of seasons, or will you be making changes after the season starts?
Yeah, it's a really good question. So,
this is from Godic, by the way. So there you go.
Okay,
I just wanted
to.
A
real person. So yes, this is a good question. So we made a number of adjustments during the preseason period to make sure that we're bringing some builds back into where we expect them to be functionally and performance-wise. When we go into the seasonal release, we do want to create structured moments in time that we're going to be talking about, I think, more in future streams when we expect like buffs and nerfs to happen. So we have like a regular set of like patches that are going to be occurring after the season is released, where we have like a better schedule like in cadence when we're talking about these things. We really want to try to reserve like big nerfs and big buffs for only like extreme outlier cases, and things were like really damaging the end game experience for a number of players. So we want to try to keep that more constrained, and we also want to have just fewer general like off cycle balance updates and things. So we're kind of keeping things more into this weekly cadence like we talked about.
So yeah, things will be pretty stable throughout the course of the season, unless, if one of the Malignant powers, I know I've joked about them being broken, but if the zone lights on fire when you use a Malignant power, we're going to patch that. But otherwise, we're going to try and keep things stable.
I know we're running close on time because we were planning on this stream to be 90 minutes, and we're 1 minute away. So I'm going to lightning off a few questions. A big question within chat is obviously about stash space, which is something that we kind of just talked about a little bit earlier.
I'll say real quickly though, like we definitely hear everybody about this. We are talking a lot about what we need to do with this. We've got good plans of things we can do to improve the situation. I know it's frustrating to hear me say like, what you were able to do this, like you could be able to do like nightmare dungeons this quickly, but like the reality is like we are moving really quickly on this, and we're gonna be trying to provide more space in the future. We're figuring out how like we're gonna get that accomplished.
Yeah, and also one thing to note is I know we talked about during campfire chats about how gems and so forth were going to be part of the part of materials in the future. So I know when that hits, like that will obviously free up a lot of stash
Yeah, there's
space
lots
for
of different ways to
users
kind of
and
like
stuff that.
slice away at this problem. That's like an example of what we're trying to do to start trying to mitigate this a bit.
And then Jim, the Q guy, asked how much time between seasons. Still wants to level up his main. So in between seasons, obviously,
Wasted question, but
we
okay.
had talked about seasons lasting 3 months.
It's a minimum of 12 weeks. Sometimes
Yes.
it might be a little longer, but you'll always
Correct.
have at least 12 weeks to complete your season.
Correct. Yeah. So you guys will hear
based on the calendar dates, right? But
Yeah. So you guys will hear like no matter what within or like once we hit that 3 month period, you'll start to hear news about the next season actually hitting and everything like that. And then this one, I guess for Rod, are there any plans on new classes coming to Diablo 4? We've just heard about the Blood Knight, so they're.
I mean,
Nothing to announce at
that's a
this
good
time.
question.
Oh, wow, that was very
See,
strange.
yeah, Rod sitting off camera can answer that perfectly. So, so yeah, that I think we're gonna wrap it here for today. Obviously, we talked a lot about all the stuff with Diablo Immortal for the Blood Knight coming out on July 13th. We also have for Diablo 4 Season 1, Season of the Malignant, which is going to be the patch will be on July 18th. And then the actual season starts on July 20th. We do actually have 2 blogs, one on DiabloImmortal.com and one on Diablo4.com. They'll be going live either right now or immediately after this live stream. That'll have all the details and information that we just talked about here on the stream. Yeah, lots of stuff coming up here for Diablo.
Patch this afternoon.
Oh yes, and there's a patch this afternoon. You'll be seeing. Oh, I forgot. That's why I have to do it immediately after the stream. I was trying to get out of it, guys. But we will have a patch. We'll have patch notes up on Diablo4.com. We have a patch article that will actually note, and we'll be updating people when that patch does hit. It is a client patch. It will require a download. It will be on all platforms. And yeah, lots of Diablo stuff coming up here in the next few weeks. Really excited. Happy Diablo family.
Yeah.
Tons of stuff coming up. I know we will be rating 2 Diablo content creators immediately after this stream. One on Twitch, which is Barricade, and the other one on YouTube, which is Killswitch. So make sure to tune into those guys. And thank you guys so much. Thanks for tuning in to the Diablo Developer Update live stream. And from everyone here on the Diablo team, we hope you have a wonderful weekend.
Thanks, everybody.
Badass. All right. Well, pretty much went through everything. Yeah, I guess that's going to do it. I'll post this up on YouTube later. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do. Yeah, have a good rest of your day. That was just the outro of the video, y'all. We're probably going to play some Diablo now. So, thoughts. I'm actually probably going to do a separate recording for this so that way we can kind of do it. But, did it already patch? It didn't already patch yet. Okay. 13 days, 21 hours. Wait, so that means 3 hours. Wait, so 21 hours. Hold on, let me go back to that. So did that mean 21 and a half hours? So that means 2.5 hours ago. So it's going to be at noon on Thursday is when it's going to start. Noon on Thursday. Okay. Okay. So noon on Thursday. I think the biggest thing, Blood Knight seems really interesting. I guarantee you they didn't let Rod answer about the new class. They kind of just teed it up and then just stopped, which was really weird. Yeah. Very interesting stuff. It's really cool how they're going to do that with everything. Do I 38.75 instead of damage? You gain 20% movement speed, damage reduction, and 75%. Yeah. Let's try to roll for. We'll keep this up. Let's get the Helltide thing up. When's the next Helltide? Oh, there's a Helltide coming up in like. Okay, cool. We might be able to get 3. Yeah, let me spend some obols here. We'll run this Helltide. Okay. Doesn't look like I got a dire wolves, unfortunately, but that's okay.
What will it be? Let's resolve it.
I guess we can sell that. What is this? Cooldown, crowd control? Nope. Nope, we're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna sell that. Damage and poison intelligence? Nope. Nope. And what is this? Retribution, that's a low roll. Okay, so we're gonna sell these 3. Okay. So sell these. All good changes. They said they are gonna do some stuff about the stash, but I wonder if it's just like a coding thing where they have to like code, you know, how much stash they have.
Fair bit of magic.
There we go.
Not much, is it?
I wanted to spend some mobile since I'm going to be doing some mobile stuff. All right, farming the Helltide here in a second. All right, so, what is this? Damage while fortified, basic skill. I mean, I would need, what, spirit costs and cooldown reduction? Yeah, I'd be missing 2 things on that, unfortunately. All right. Unlucky, I gotta say. Storm's Companion. Your Wolf Companions are infused with the power of the Storm, dealing lightning damage and gaining the Storm Howl ability. What's Storm Howl? What's Storm Howl? I really want to make a Wolf build. Like, I feel like that would be really broken. Storm Howl. What is Storm Howl? Storm Howl. Storm Howl. Blood Howl. I say Blood Howl. What is Storm Howl? Lacerate. Storm Howl? I don't know what Storm Howl is. Storm Howl? Yeah, I don't know what Storm Howl is. Interesting. Oh, well, whatever. All right. How much time do we have? We have 7 minutes. Next world boss is about 3 hours. Yeah, I don't need to record anything after that. I pretty much said everything I wanted to alive. It didn't look like anybody wanted to buy that. So when I was posting that on the thing, so we'll just actually we'll break this down. Okay. I'm actually gonna toss that in the vault. Get some consumables. Let's see. There's no room in here. I don't think I'm ever going to use that, to be honest. Actually, I could use that in another character. Nah, never mind. That has the imbue. Chilled enemy. Poisoned. Exploiters. Edge Masters. Perfect roll. Perfect roll. Perfect roll. Then I probably don't need some of this. Where is it? Why did I keep this? Oh, because it was a retaliation roll, and I don't really have retaliation, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think so. Why did I keep this? Oh, because it has the imbue, and I guess I could roll that crowd control into crit damage. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's why. That's why. Eluding. I don't think eluding's ever going to be a thing, and then we can throw this in here. There we go. Boop. All right, and then I can sell this. Actually, I can break that down. All right, how much time we got? 5 minutes until the Helltide. Yeah, that was a what? Hour and a half stream. It was chonky. Chonk chonk. Yeah, it's going to be so nice to just have this all unlocked. Legion event, don't really give a shit about. That didn't really answer the question, though. I guess the strongholds will also unlock, I guess? Question mark? I'm not 100% there. I guess we'll just have to see. I'm actually going to go pee, get some water, and I'll be right back, and then we'll run this Helltide. All right, chat. Chatty chat, 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 chat. Whew. All right. How time do we have? We got 2 minutes. Just keep an eye on this. Should probably change the title. Let's do that, actually. Season 1 looking good. July 20th. Season July 20th. Start season 1. Druid lvl'n. Let's do this. July 21st one. Looking good. July 20th start for season of the Malignant. Druid lvl'n. Copy. Okay. And then edit. Turn off the sound. Okay, we're good there. Boop. Good there. Let's change this to where are you? Druid grind. Boop. Save. Good there. Boom. All right, just changing some stuff. All right, should be good. We got another minute for the Helltide. Yeah, it's going to be so nice to just have all of this unlocked on every single character because it looks really gross right now. Yeah, it's going to be really nice. Maybe I'm going to run through that probably this weekend at some point or maybe even later tonight. I'll run through on my sort the last 5 dungeons because I have, as you can see, I have almost every single codex. There's 5 dungeons that I haven't done. So, but we can do those later. All right. Let's see where the Helltide is going to be. Pretty sure it was in Skosglen or it was in Kedgestan earlier. Or was it in Dry Steppes? I don't remember. It was in Dry Steppes. I'm pretty sure it was in Dry Steppes. And we should be able to get 3 chests because it will have 15 minutes to get 1 chest, which should be plenty of time. And then we'll have the rest of that 45 minutes to, or hour. 45 minutes? 45 minutes to do the rest of it. So just got to figure out where we're going. So it is in Kedgestan. Okay. Kedgestan. Perfect. I like Kedgestan. Kedgestan and Fractured Peaks are my 2 favorite places for Helltides, honestly. All right, let's go. Game getting a little wonky there. Yeah, the new horse and the new horse armor look dope. There we go. Dude, this teleport, so ridiculous. Dude, look at it, it's so ridiculous. Bro, I am just wrecking right now, but my guy. Dude, I got 114 just off of this one. Not including... Grab that. All right. Okay, we're gonna go over here.
I need more time.
Wrecked. Like, literally wrecked. Ancestral. Okay, we need to go... Where's this chesticle? Oh, it's going to be near the Oldar. Okay, so we can go hit this right here. Let's go over here. Dude, this build is so ridiculous. All right, we got 175. Let's book it over. Where is it? Here. All right, let's just book it over there so we don't miss it. We're just gonna beeline it straight to the chesticle, and then we'll collect another. Oh, hell yeah. There we go. And then we can take our time for the rest of it. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, I didn't pop a potion like a dum-dum. Dang it. Oh, well. That's all right. All right. Let's continue on. That was a quick little 6 minutes of... Dude, this build is so dumb. This might be the funnest build. Like 100%, this might be the funnest build for sure. Dude, this build is so much fucking fun, bro. This is ridiculous. Shout out to Mox for sure, bro. Oh. Bro, already getting full on gear. All right, we should probably go to town and sell real quick. Maybe when we come back, we'll be at an event again. Actually, you know what? If we rushed it, we might be able to make the other chest if we do it quick enough. Let's go through real quick and sell. All right, so.
My bags are full.
Nope. Okay. Do we have any weapons? Nope. We have gear. Spirit. No. Okay, that's. Nope. What is this necklace? Okay, we can sell everything else. Critical strike. No. No. Pulverize. That's a low roll. Neck. No. No. Oh, wait. That has critical willpower. We could turn that into a good one. We'd be missing out on attack speed, but actually, no, we'd be missing out too much because it doesn't have. Actually, if we got shred, it might be. Okay, we'll keep that. No. And maximum spirit, willpower, total armor cooldown. No, okay. Nope. And then no, because everything else sucks on it. Everything else sucks on it. Okay. If we hurry back, we might. How long do we have? We have 5 minutes. Oh man, we're gonna have to rush it. If we could get a really good, if we get a really good event, we might be able to do it. Yeah, I don't think we're having enough time. Yeah, well, I don't think we will. Okay. Let's go over here. Anyways, just in case, by some chance in the next 5 minutes or 4 minutes that we get to this event, we just get a bunch of cinders, maybe. I don't know what is going on with that, but I literally just, why does it do that? No? How much time do I have? Yeah, not enough cinders. Let's just head that way and see it by some chance. Yeah, I think we're barely just gonna miss it. Maybe. Two minutes. Come on. Come on, we have a minute. Come on. Come on, we got a minute. Or 2 minutes.
I'm not ready yet.
Might have enough time. Might have enough time. All right, we got enough time. Go, 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 go. We got 41 seconds. 41 seconds. Go, 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 go. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Oh, we turned it into a 4 chest. Let's go. Oh, that's beautiful. We got 4 chests. Hell yeah. Dude, we were beelining that. Oh, I can't get those from down there. Aw. I thought I'd be able to, but that's all right. Let's go back here. Hell yeah. Let's go. This build is the only way I'd probably be able to do it just because it's so quick. No other way. Ooh, okay.
I must wait a minute. I'm not ready yet.
Nothing? Nothing? All right. Oh, I missed a legendary up there? Why did I miss a legendary up there? That's right. I'll grab it later. There's another... Let's go up here. Go up to that one. Let's go back to town real quick, and let's go sell. How am I on nobles? Okay, we're still good on nobles. We're just jamming through. Jamming. Excited for season 1, to say the least. Like, that's a nice little, like, injection of, like, okay, season 1 is going to be a banger. All right. Not going to use that. I guess I can't use that for some reason. All right, well. No. Nope. And nope. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna sell. Definitely not the chesticle. No. No. Cooldown, total armor, willpower, maximum. No. No. Poison creeper, no. Okay.
My bags are full.
All right, let's go back. Shibby-dibby-dibby-dibby-dee. So 2 weeks. This time in 2 weeks, we'll be playing. Ooh, hell yeah. All right, guess we'll start back over here. I like the bottom part of Kegistan, I gotta say, better. It's so weird, like on Helltides, I feel like there's always one side of the map that is better for farming and the loop is better than the other. Okay.
Not while I'm in town.
So we should be able to get 2 chests now that this chest have reset. We should be able to get 4 events in, which I think we'll have enough for that top one.
While I'm in town.
Back over here to the next event. Yeah. All right. Let's see. All right. New event and the same exact event. Let's go. Bop. Am I on obols? Okay, I'm getting close to the max. All right, let's go over here. Okay. This build is so much fun. Nothing here? What? I thought there was an event here. Maybe not? It has to be here. I guess we can go start heading up here. Because we'll eventually get to the chest. We'll have enough by the time we get there. I just murked that whole group in like 2 hits. That's too much, man. That's ridiculous. Yeah. This is definitely like Goku-esque type fucking teleporting and shit. It's so awesome. Alright, now we'll have enough. Okay, should be able to go up.
I must wait a moment.
And then the next one is over here. Actually, you know what? Let's go here. And we'll just run the whole way there and kill everything on the way.
I need more time.
It's going to be nice that the uniques are going to be dropping from Helltide chest now. And then you can target farm certain uniques. Obviously, it's a small chance, just like regular drops, but it's still going to be nice to actually be able to do that. Okay, let's go over here. Okay, I guess we start the loop again. Whoop. All right, start the loop again. Ba ba da ba da ba da ba da ba ba. All right, so we're going here. Oh, here. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, yeah. Oh, no, I thought that was a special one. Okay, never mind. Bro, this is the epitome of badass. I don't care if like tornado build is technically stronger in this. This is just way cooler. Holy shit. Dude, that was dumb. Oh, we're full on obols. Okay, let's go turn some of these in. Holy crap. Dude, that is dumb how strong that is. Really dumb how strong that is. And I can't even imagine if I had a perfect roll in the Dyers, I would never run out of spirit. Like, ever. And my Dire Wolf is on, when I get my CDR up all the way, my Grizzly Rage, or which Werewolf Rage, is going to be like basically permanent. No. Okay. Just see if the perk is good. Nope. Nope. And then we can sell the rest. What is this? Boulder doesn't see damage. No. Okay. Lightning. No. Trample. Total armor. Stats. Damage reduction while fortified. Total armor. Werebear. Okay, I need two better. Okay, no. So no. Okay. Oh, there we go. Finally gonna get into the next board. And then we'll do some Nightmare Dungeons after this. Alright, so... Okay.
Until next time.
Ooh, did I get a better roll? Let's see, did I? Oh no, that's the Grizzly Rage thing. Do I have Grizzly Rage? Where is that? Grizzly Rage. Okay.
My bags are full.
Grizzly Rage, that's terrible. I'm just gonna sell that. Nope. Okay, nope.
I got first.
Sell that.
I'll take it.
Werewolf Scare now. Nope. And then see if it's actually better on anything. Damage reduction. Basically, no, I wouldn't lose too much. And then that's a 4. I think I already have another 4. Yeah, I already have another 4, so I can sell this one then. Wait, what is the one that I have on right now? It is 4. Okay, so then I can get rid of this one. Okay, we're good. Yes, Diablo 4 is definitely, well, I should say if you like action RPGs, this is definitely one of the most user-friendly, especially if you're not haven't really been into or gotten into ARPGs before. This is definitely the most welcoming of ARPGs that I've ever played. It's not like PoE, it's like the complete opposite of PoE. But definitely worth. I'm having a blasty blast. Let's call. Okay, and then we're gonna go here. Yeah, if you definitely like ARPGs, this is a good, very friendly, but it can be more complex, especially with the Paragons if you want it to be. So it can be very chill if you want it to be, or it cannot be chill. It just kind of depends on how you want to play it. But it's good. I love it. I'm really enjoying it. Let's go. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and teleport up here. And then we'll do that event right there. And then we should be really close to the chest. And then we should be done with this Helltide. We've gotten all 4 mystery chests. Once they implement the change where you can like get uniques from the chests, then it's going to be beneficial to just farm the shit out of everything. But for right now, mystery chests are still the dubs. Okay. And I got 175, so it should be right up here, right? I think. Oh, Loot Goblin. I'm okay with that. And then we'll be done with this. And we're done with the Helltide. Let's go back, look at the loot. And then we will start farming nightmares again. Start getting some more glyph XP. You know what I'm saying? How long is it? To get through the story, probably you could do it. It depends. If you're just beelining the story, probably 20 to 30 hours, maybe less. To get to level 100, probably 100 to 130 hours, depending. It depends on how much you're grinding, right? Like if you're just grinding your ass off, you could do it less than 100. If you're taking your time, 100 plus. And that's just with one character. Once you complete the story on one character, you can fast forward with any character after that. But it's really a matter of at your own pace. You know what I mean? It depends on how fast you want to actually go through everything. So I would say that's up to you on how fast you actually want to go through it. It's a great game. It's so good. It is so good. We're gonna sell all these. Yeah, let's sell all these. Oh wow, +3 tornado. Man, look at that with storm skill cooldown. If I was going tornado build, Wolfnado, man. Yeah, we'll just get rid of that. No, another +3 tornadoes. Man, they want me to go to Wolfnado. Bloodhowl, that's not a perfect roll. I already have a perfect roll once I get a good item, right? I have a perfect roll, one of these, right? Where is it? Bloodhowl, 10%. Okay, I do have a perfect roll. All right, we'll sell that. Don't care about that. Those rolls suck. Lightning Storm, Critical Spawn, 3 Dancing Bolts. Don't care about that. I would be curious to see, though. Okay, that's shitty. I'm not going to use that just because I already have my Waxing Gibbous, so we'll just sell that. Barrier, and that's sacred, so I don't care. And I'm running Mad Wolf, so I don't care about that. Okay. It is Nightmare Dungeon time, and my elixir went off, so that's perfect timing. What do we got? Oh, we need to craft some, actually. Yeah, we need to craft some. How much sigil powder do I have? think I'm gonna have to start farming those. I'm over 300 Forgotten Souls. Let's go. All right, so I think we're gonna do 36 plus. I think I decided that I'm strong enough where I can run 36 plus tier. Let's make 5 of these. All right, what do we got? Let's bring up the tier list. We can close Helltide for now. Catch up on Diablo, do a little live stream. Okay, they haven't released the notes for anything yet. Good there. All right, Nightmare Dungeon tier list. What do we got? So we have Demon's Wake, which is good. That's an A tier. The affixes are fine. Everything is fine on that. Shift to Ruins, that's low tier. Sunken Ruins is low tier too, I'm pretty sure. Sunken Ruins, I can't even see it. Where is Sunken Ruins? Oh, it's an S tier? I didn't know that was an S tier. Holy shit. Prison Macadam, yeah, that's D tier. Abandoned Mineworks is B tier. Okay, so we got a couple of A tiers. What was the affixes on Demon's Wake? Everything is good, so we'd be okay on that. Let's do that one, because it's a 37, and see how we do with that. But yeah, Walker, I would definitely say it's a matter of how fast you go through it. If you want to take your time, you could probably get through the story in about 48 hours. If you're taking your time doing side quests. But yeah, really a matter of just how fast you want to go through it. Yeah, but once you go through the story, I love that they allow your new characters to just completely skip it, which is awesome for alts. This is so awesome for alts. All right, so let's pop a pot. Hip pop. What do we have the most of? These, right? Attack speed. Let's do these. Okay. See how fast we... Yeah, still plowing through these guys. Reckon.
I'm low on spirits.
How am I missing? Oh, I don't have any spirit. Okay, I was like, how am I not hitting this guy? But I don't have any spirit. Do. Boop, boop. This build is broken. This build is broken, but it's fun. I don't know how it would be like true in game, but definitely in these lower tiers. And just for reference, these things are 16 levels higher than I am. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Oops. Oops. Okay, we cleared that section. Dooby 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 doop doop doo 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 doo. Yeah, and with the introduction of the seasons and how they're doing seasonal characters, like if you only want to just buy the retail game and nothing else and never spend money in it, you can still be a part of all the new seasons and everything too, which is really nice. Again, this is probably one of the most welcoming ARPGs that they've ever made. Blizzard knew what they were doing. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Picking up all the lootsies. Yeah, we'll pick up everything. That's it. Psh, baloney. We'll leave that and grab that later. There you go, Trev. You too, Walker. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Have a good one. We need to get rid of something. So this, yeah, we can get rid of that. Okay. No, okay. Ooh, yeah. All right. So we need to get rid of some items. Let's see. Those are not good. Check the ring. Check the chest. Nope. Okay. And then all the wood is good. And then we'll get this. And then we'll spend some points. 3 points away from the next level. That's shitty. All right, we're going to go back to town. Get rid of some lootsies. I definitely need more vault spaces. I think what I need to do is go through and then just get rid of some of the rogue stuff that I know I'm probably never going to use. 'Cause I'm pretty sure I'm Twisting Blades. Like, Penetrating Shot looks fun, but I'm pretty sure I'm a Twisting Blades rogue. Like, just Twisting Blades is just so much fun. Okay, so we're not going to use that. 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 And then we can sell the rest.
Something for the cold and dark.
Actually, no, because we can break down the rings too, because they'll give us metal. That's right. No. 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 And then we can sell the rest. This, does it have anything good? Skull Splitter Retribution. Oh, wait. Do I have Retribution? Storm Shifters. I thought I had Retribution. Maybe it's not. Retaliation. It was Retaliation. Okay, so then we could sell this. Yeah. Okay, pants. Really good if I was Trample, but I'm not. And those are not good either. Okay. Let's go check the stash real quick. Make sure we don't have like a Tempest Roar just chilling in there. If I get a Tempest Roar, bruh. That's all I'm saying. Bruh. All right, let's check these. So we can probably break down the boots. Let's see. Good there. Yeah, we're going to break those down. And then see Maximum Generation, see Balanced. While in Grizzly Rage is active. Balanced. Nah. Runeworker's Fist. Critical strikes restore must have a cast charge of air around you so to periodically hit an area for this duration extended by additional critical strikes. Runeworker's Conduit. I mean, I guess I don't really need it. I mean, I have so much other stuff that I'm doing damage with, so it's like, meh. But I'm not going to use that either. Okay. We got another point. And then we are going to attach, let's bring up that, the Heightened Senses. Oh, Heightened Malice. That was, oh. There we go. And then this needs to go to the bottom right. So there we go. There we go. And then we're going to start working up this way. And then we're going to put Fang and Claw on that one. That'll be the next one. All right. So we got an Alderwood. I'm pretty sure, yeah, we did get an Alderwood. That's 38. Let's do that. Because everything looks good on that. Yeah, should be fine. Okay. Let's go to Alderwood. What level did Max get to yesterday? Let me just check real quick. Oh, he's still 73. He didn't level that much. Interesting. Okay. I thought he would have stayed up and leveled. I got offline around like 12:40, and I thought he was going to be up for like 7 hours trying to get all like buffed up and shit, but I guess he didn't. Maximum. Definitely check out that guy's channel. He's he runs Team Liquid for World of Warcraft. He was like one of the first teams that I watched, and he's a great leader. He's a funny guy. His streams are awesome. He's a good guy. Definitely go check out his channel. He's awesome. Maximum. Earthen Wound, is that a good one? Oh, hold on. Well, we need to take these anyways because we're getting low on sigils because I actually started crafting them for once. Okay, we're good. Take that for de-enchanting, or just...
I'm not ready yet.
Oh my god. Well, the damage is really hurting on that, but...
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Okay. This might be too high of a tier.
I'm not ready yet. I must wait a minute.
There we go. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was tough, actually.
Do not have enough swords. I must wait a minute. I'm not ready yet.
Let's get some spirit. Woof, that was rough. Okay, 38 might be a little high, so we need to do mid 30s basically. Yeah. I don't know. I'm really liking this build. Maybe I'll do fucking...
I must wait a minute.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm not ready yet. I must wait a minute.
Holy crap. Well, that was tough. Like, that was really tough. Holy crap. I had to use a bunch of pots there. So I think that's where I really need to damage reduction. Yeah, those... Oof. So 38 is the highest solo.
I must wait a minute.
Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Dude, those chargers are brutal. Yeah, 38 is too high. So that's gonna be the lesson here, is 38 is way too high.
I must wait a minute.
Okay, so we got everything. Sheesh. Holy moly. So 38 is a little too high. So until we get some more... so we'll probably just do the 31 to 35 range. Just keep in there. Because I can go through those relatively easy. It might be too easy, but I think it's going to be a speed thing. And then, like, if I'm dying, obviously that's going to slow me down. So then it becomes less efficient if I'm... One, I'm going to take a little bit longer, but... All right, we're just going to try to get through this because, oh my gosh. Yeah, let's just try to get to the end here. All right.
I'm not ready yet. I'm out of spirits.
Okay, cool. Woo. Yeah, that was rough. XP is going to be great, but yeah, that was rough. That was really rough. All right, let's go to town. So no more 38s. 36 was okay, but 38 I think is too much. 36 was okay, but nah. So we need to do 31 to 35 range. Shooby-dee-be-dee-be-dee-be, dee-be-dee-be-dee-be. My bags are full. Boop, boop-a-doop, boop-a-doop, boop-a-doop. And then, what is this? Retribution, which we use retaliation, not retribution, right? Yeah, okay. Blah, 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 all right, boots. Nope. Nope, wait, what was the +3 on that? Oh, Earth and Bulwark, okay. No, unfortunately.
Good. What else you got?
That is not good. Waxing gibbous. Okay. So we're gonna sell that. We're gonna sell that real quick. Oh, wait. Wait, what?
I'll take it.
There we go. Okay. Was I gonna try to re-roll this? I think I was gonna try to re-roll this. Let's re-roll this real quick. And plus we need to get some more sigils because I think these are all like, yeah, those are all gonna be too high. First, let's do that real quick. Consumables, let's see. Earthen Wound is not good. Black Asylum, no, I know that. Core Dragon, no. Zenith, no. Okay, cool. So we'll save this as we get more powerful, the Sunken Runes one. All right, let's roll this real quick. So we have bracers. So we need shred. So we need attack speed, lucky hit, storm cooldown, and then crit damage with werewolf skills. And if we can get shred on this, it might be worthwhile just to... All right, well, 2 rolls and that's it. I mean, yeah, that's gonna be a no-go. Okay. Oh, we need it. I should have crafted some sigils. Oh well, that's fine. I'll get rid of that. Okay. We're gonna craft some sigils, and these are gonna be 31 to 35. So let's craft 5 of these. Yeah. Okay, Demon's Wake. Oh, let's go back to the tier list. So Demon's Wake is A tier, and those are okay affixes. Ancient's Lament is B tier. I wonder if we should start doing B tiers. I feel like the A and S tiers are A and S tiers. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Champion's Demise, yeah. Another Champion's Demise, hell yeah. And then Conclave, that is C tier. Okay, we got 3 of them. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. So then let's do Demon's Wake. And then we'll do some champions after that. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Season 1 is going to be dope. I am pumped about this. Probably once I get my druid to 100, that'll be 300. So I probably will casually level my necro next and my barb. Oh yeah. All right. Oh. Oh, is that oh, it's Bloodhound. It's a perfect roll, Bloodhound. Hell yeah. I'll take that. All day, I'll take that. Dire Werewolf is awesome. What's crazy, I've only found this aspect once. Dire Wolf. Once, which is crazy. Dude, I just murked those elites. Holy crap. Let's pop another consumable before we forget. Bruh. That's not what I wanted to see. I mean, I like seeing uniques, but you know, I want to see the good uniques. All right. Cooldown wolves, no. Shield, I'm not even gonna use. Chesticle, no. So then we can get 1, 2, 3. Check the helm. And oh wait, the helm. No. Okay, and then we can grab this. Cool. Yeah, those are just easy enough. That was what tier is this? I think like 34 or something like that. Let's go put up some loot. This build is so much fun. It's so much fun. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Spirit cost. No, that's terrible. Nope. Nope. And then let's see. All right, so not a good roll on that, and expectant is a low roll, so no. Oh, we're gonna break that down because we're getting a little low on these. Ultimborg, no, nope. Okay, and then let's go check these penitents against the ones that are closest to level and see. That's what I usually do. I find because I usually keep like a low pair that you can get like at 60, like, and then there's a higher level one. So those are the 60 ones. The 60 ones are fucking goated. Let's check this one because this is 82, so that would be a higher tier up. So okay, so 17. This is better. That has lower crowd control, but the movement speed is basically perfect. And it has a higher chill. Okay, we're still going to keep these, and then we're going to sell these. Okay. And then this was a perfect Blood Howl, which I wanted to keep. Do I have Blood Howl on anything right now? Do I not have Blood Howl on anything? Interesting, I don't. I guess I just have it on my person or in an item. Here, let's oh, I don't want that. I don't want that. Stinky diamond. All right, so we're gonna sell this, and then we're gonna rearrange. And then where is the other Blood Howl? So there's the ring. Do I have it in an item? Blood Howl, here we go. It's a near perfect one. Okay. Should probably get rid of one of these. Ballistic utility. I'm pretty sure. Is that in the codex? Let's see. Utility. Okay. Ballistic. Okay, so I definitely don't need that. Okay. So we can get rid of this. How about Wild Rage? Let's see. Okay, so Wild Rage isn't on there. Okay. So then we can take one of the... Let's do the lower tier ones. So that we can free up some inventory space. Yeah, okay. All right. So now we're going to do Champion's Demise. I think everything is good there. This will be really interesting because this might be actually the best one for me because of how quick I am. We'll see, though. I really wish potions would have had a separate tab, too, because then that would free a lot of space and consumables, but it is what it is. Okay. Oh, they have the barriers. I forgot about that. Oh, I got a point. How am I gonna go through this? I'm gonna check real quick. Hold on. So just up and just follow the wall, basically. Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right. I'm gonna trust old Moxsy. He's a demon. Here's the DPS king. Why does it do that? Oh my god, this is the best.
I must wait a moment.
Oh, no, no. There we go. Oh, no. Ooh. Yeah, you can just, like, burst through this. If you had like, 3 druids just doing this, you know how fast the XP would be? It'd be nuts. We got an event down here. Yeah, we do.
They've been feeding on my soul. Please.
Cooldown 33 seconds. That's not too bad. Yeah, we need a, like probably like 10% more DVDR, CDR, but Ew. Hey. What's up, babe? Did you have a nice nap? Nice. Naps are always good. This build is so much fun. Oh, man. Oh shit, no. Those fucking shamans when they buff, dude, that is a damage ramp that is fucking insane. Like, it's so wild how much those shamans buff like other mobs. It's so ridiculous. Like, it's not one level, it's like 6 levels higher in DPS that they increase, like whoever they're buffing. It's wild. Although if I kill him quick enough, it won't matter. Nice. All right, let's chill for a second. Let's see. Hurricane, Boulder, no. Any other armor? No, these are all. Okay. Gonna have to start cherry picking. See, this is what I wanted a rogue build to feel like, where I'm just like teleporting, like with Shadow Step or something, but it didn't have a thing like this, unfortunately.
I'm not ready yet.
All right, so staffs we can get rid of. Let's get rid of the... Yeah, let's just get rid of some of the staffs. And then check some of this gear, because these could easily be upgrades. Oh, I didn't grab... Did I grab the thing and turn it in? Oh, I didn't because I died, but it's over there anyways. That's fine. No. Grab this. I'm not going to use maces, so it's fine. Grab that for sigil powder. So I'm not going to use a mace, so I won't even get that. And then let's go turn this in, and then we'll come back for this. I forgot to turn it in. I always do that every single time on Champion's Demise. Always. Already got another point. Okay, so let's do this here. Doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie. I can't wait until I get like really good aspect rolls, and then I just like get better CDR. Oh, I'm gonna have like dire wolf form like almost all the time. It's gonna be broken. It's already really strong. I mean, to be fair. To be fair. Yeah, this barrier thing is kind of shitty, but
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
yeah, let's check the gear. Crowd control, no. Okay, so I can grab this one. That was ridiculous. That's terrible. We can throw that. Let's see what this is, and then we'll take these gloves as well. Okay. This build is so much fun. All right, I guess we're good. Oh. It doesn't quite have that same kind of burn as like my Blizzard Sork, but it's pretty up there, like for sure. Ripper Axe. I mean, I'm not going to use that. I don't even know why I'm looking at that. Boots. We'll just take those. All right, boss time. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have a lot of burn damage, like for single target, but it's still pretty good. Like, still definitely pretty good. Let's get rid of this, and let's get rid of that. So then, take that. Take this. Those gloves are terrible, actually. I don't even know why I picked those up. Let's take this, and then we'll call it a day. Perfect. Everybody, well, I think that's going to do it for me. I mainly wanted to just get on and do the Destiny Diablo 4 reveal stream that they were doing for Season 1. We found out July 20th is when the season starts. It looks like it's going to be at 12 p.m. So I'm going to be taking off that day and then probably doing a couple of half days, taking off that Monday to give myself a 4-day that week. And then just grind. Hopefully get to 100, do the battle pass. I should be able to get to 100 by then. But hope you have a good rest of your day. As always, stay spicy out there, and I will see y'all.